last time.
Someone shoved a whole lot of demonic energy into me.
Yes.
Per your request.
That was level 3 demonic energy, have you know.
That's fair.
But no, actually one of the big pinnacles of last time was that everybody leveled up to level 3. And I think at least Lore wants to keep a few of the features hidden, but can you at least let everybody know what levels you took, anything especially interesting you might have gained?
Yes. Now that I am a level 3 archmage, I have the ability to, at will, snap my finger. I'm a level 3 board.
You may snap your finger and cause a sound to appear.
Yes, it's like magic. No, okay. So as of becoming level 3, I am actually a monk now. And that's just how that is. So for example, obviously I have better HP, better attacks, blah, blah, blah. But really matters is I gained a couple of neat little features. First and foremost, I have ki now, finally. I can actually use the monk trait.
Sure.
It took it basically, I like to headcanon that I was like, okay, I don't know what ki is, but I can punch things with my fist. And then a lot of arcane energy was dumped into me, and I was like, aha! Anyway, so I can use ki in several ways. I can have 2 additional strikes after any attack. However, I'll get to that in a second. I can gain a dodge as a bonus action, or I can disengage or dash as a bonus action, which also doubles my jump range. Now, all of that uses ki points. I get ki points equal to my level. I got 3. I've got a little thing keeping track of it right here. There are things I can do to replenish my ki, but right now the main way of doing that is having a long rest.
Hold on. I believe for a ki, it's a short rest.
Well, then I was misinformed. Because the thing I read said long rest. But if the GM says it's short, I'm not even going to check. I'm just going to accept that it's a short rest.
No, it is a short rest, so
I'm actually
I guess the wiki that you're using is probably...
It might be out of date. I mean, you and I have talked about how getting info online about 5th edition is just kind of wonky.
Long rest, you get to go Super Saiyan.
Perfect. So another thing I can do, and this is probably never going to come up ever, but it's cool enough that I wanted to write it down. So basically, I can use a reaction, which I don't remember how many reactions I get per turn.
It's 1 per turn, basically.
That's what I thought. Okay, just making sure. I can use my reaction to, if anybody just tries to hit me with a ranged weapon, I can catch it. I can missile weapon or like a bow. Now, I have to make a dex save in order to make it, and that reduces the damage, No, I'm wrong. There's no check to catch it. I just catch it.
Yeah. So
the check is to reduce the damage.
Catch it automatically. And then you do roll like a d10 plus your dex plus your monk level, and that's the amount of damage you reduce from it.
If I reduce it to 0, I can use it again, and I can burn a ki to immediately make a ranged attack with the weapon I just caught in the same reaction.
Exactly.
If not, you have to do the kung fu thing where you catch it, look at them, and go, and then snap it.
Yes.
Yep.
That's required. Otherwise, you
every
lose
time.
Ki.
Otherwise, I literally lose ki just for not doing that. My movement speed has gone up, so I'm actually faster than you guys now, despite being a monk.
And a dwarf.
I meant a dwarf. I don't know why I said monk. God, I'm tired.
I get that.
And I think that's actually it, other than the other thing. And
yes,
I've already decided what it is. I'm already committed to it.
So kind of coming to his own with the monks are pretty cool with all their ki stuff. They can do a lot of stuff. It's just
I'll get more ki stuff later, and other ways to restore ki other than just
right.
I actually have to meditate during the short rest. So if I'm denied meditation, I don't get it back.
Yep. All right. Very cool. How about we go next to Taston?
So basically just got more spell usages, so I completely revamp my spell inventory to be more healing based, because that seems like a smarter idea after what we just went through.
It might be useful.
Not just for me, but for the party, and also ranged healing. So basically just a better swath of options, and plus maybe some offensive stuff for my cantrips. And then I ended up getting Turn Undead as one of my divine abilities, and then the other one was Path to the Grave.
Okay.
Which I can
undead I can turn into when you use it.
Yes. No, I turn undead if they fail a wisdom saving throw. And then Path to the Grave, if they fail a charisma, I think, saving throw, the target has vulnerability to all damage until the end of my next turn.
Yes.
But any damage would let's see, all ally damage until the end of the curse. Okay, so yeah, it's until the end of my next turn. Until the start of my next turn.
Yeah, for those of you playing the home game, that's double damage. Or it negates the resistance, basically.
So it's auto crit.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Although if you crit, that's 4 times, so. All right.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. All right. Liam.
So I got some new spells. I now have Catapult.
So this is we'll just see it in action when you use it.
Good for indoors.
Oh yeah.
That's a fun spell.
Mark is a dwarf.
Listen. I don't want to alarm you, but I can kill you. I can attack you 4 times around right now. So
if you can convince me that he's an inanimate object, we'll see what.
Hang on. I'm gonna meditate really
catapult
hard.
on him, he can just deflect.
Feeling about this.
That's true.
That's
so you
true.
would throw the catapult back. Wait, what? That seems bad.
And then I throw it right back at him.
Yeah.
Okay, let me deflect this catapult bolt. Or rock.
Yeah.
Hey, Lidfiend.
Okay. Now, have you selected a school?
Yes. I'll get back to that in just a moment.
Okay.
I'm just going to continue with the new spells here. So I got Catapult. I also got Ice Knife, which is great because even if I miss, it still explodes and does additional damage. And then I got some new second level spells, Ray of Enfeeblement and Scorching Ray.
Both classics.
Yep.
And for a reason.
And then for my discipline, it is Conjuration. I am a Conjuration Savant.
Makes sense with all the stuff you were summoning last game.
Yep. Gold and time you must spend to copy conjuration spells into my spellbook is halved. And something else. You can use your action to conjure up an inanimate object in your hand or on the ground in an unoccupied space that you can see within 10 feet. This object can be no larger than 3 feet on a side and weigh no more than 10 pounds, and its form must be that of a non-magical object that you have seen. The object is visibly magical, radiating dim light out to 5 feet. The object disappears after an hour when you use this feature again, or if it takes any damage. So with
like
my
a free
catapult,
copy.
I can just summon something to catapult.
This is true.
Like a
It's-
unicorn.
Like,
Don't do that. Not gonna work out.
That might end poorly,
You technically summoned it.
but it's not inanimate, so.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But I could summon something that looks like it.
Yeah, like
That's
a tiny
true.
unicorn.
Like
Get a
a
unicorn
large
statue or
wooden
something.
rabbit.
Yeah. Before we
Unicorn
continue,
statues.
third, I wanted to ask you a question. Are you done, Guido? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
So it seems feats have changed yet again since the last time I looked at 5th edition.
Kind of, yes.
How do feats work, GM?
You have two
So
of them.
when you reach an ability score improvement, which is going to be at 4th level for like 99% of classes, fighters are kind of an exception, so they just get them a lot. You may choose either an ability score increase, which is basically 2 ability points to distribute however you want, or you may choose a feat.
Okay. Now, sorry.
Yeah, so now feats have been changed a lot, so there's a lot more in the same package. For example, there's feats that are like, you get a +1 to dex and this. So you're going to get less ability points, but you're going to get a whole lot in whatever feat you choose.
Now, what's interesting is the feats I were looking at, and again, we've already discussed that this might not be great, suck.
Which
And I
ones
was-
are you looking at?
Hang on. Now, of course, this is the wrong site because this site has 1 feat on the entire site. So hang on, that's
Yeah,
the
the
wrong
1 feat
site.
they put in 5th edition. That's right.
Grappler, by the way, is the
Grappler.
feat.
Oh yeah, that feat just sucks. It's not a good feat.
Hang on. Let me see if I can find them. Is this it? Here we go. Okay, so like for example, this doesn't apply to me, but I could gain 1 Constitution point and a cantrip and a 1st level spell. Which, I mean, I guess that's not terrible. I could get Drow High Magic, which it says I learn magic of Dark Elves, which I don't have a lot of context for that.
Yeah,
really.
it sounds like you're looking at a third-party feat.
How about I am an able physician for the healer feat?
Yeah, these are all third-party feats.
That's from the player's handbook, according to this. Here, I'll link you. I'll link you. Here, check it out.
I say because I've never heard of these.
Scroll down to healer. It lists right there, player's handbook.
Oh! I'm sorry. I was thinking it was I was thinking the title was able-bodied physician. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Healer is one. Okay.
Healer does what? Exactly.
So healer. This one. Okay. This one is actually really good.
There's
I'll
lucky
explain why.
too. What the hell is lucky? What is martial adept? This is not
No.
helpful.
Can you click on them? Does it give you any? Oh,
Yeah, it
I
says
see.
here's how you buy the book.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Hold on a second. I think there's a wiki.
I like how
that's very-
Sverfedlin. Oh God, Sverfedlin. Oh my
Sverfedlin.
God, Sverfedlin magic is a feat you can take.
Which one were you asking about?
I was asking. I mean, all of them really, but the one in particular that I'm actually very curious about is Lucky and Martial Adept. Both of those are player's handbook.
So lucky, I can tell you this. Every long rest, you get 3 basically luck points.
Okay.
And whenever you make a D20 roll, or somebody makes a D20 roll against you, you can say, you know what, I'm going to use a luck point. And you take a D20 and you roll it. And then you can choose whatever D20 there is in front of you to use.
So
Now, this means
effectively,
if you have disadvantage, you can roll your luck point and still choose any one of those 3.
yeah. That's actually not bad.
Martial Adept, that basically just gives you 2 maneuvers from the Fighter Battle Master archetype, and you get superiority dice. It's a weaker version of that. But it's things like tripping attacks, pushing attacks, things like that.
Yeah. Like some of these make a degree of sense, although I don't know specifics, like Mounted Combatant.
Yeah.
Here. Polearm Master, Ritual Caster, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, this one looks pretty complete. How about this? This one looks pretty complete as far as like the core feats go.
Charger. I could have used that in that last fight.
It's true.
You need to take the feat Dual Wielder.
Ooh, this dual wielder.
With your fists.
You could, I guess.
I'm trying to think of how that would work out. Because I would get the AC bonus. But could I like grab your fists? And like because you're much bigger than me, right? So you'd be standing behind me and I just grab your fists and
This
just
one's
start
actually-
punching things with our combined quartet.
That one has a few of the extra ones from some of the other books.
Bountiful luck. Prerequisite halfling. Oh.
Yeah. But there's dwarven specific ones in this, like resilience and that sort of stuff.
There is, you're right. Oh my God. Whenever you take the dodge action in combat, you may spend a hit die to heal yourself.
Yep.
That's
super
nuts.
good.
That is
is really
nuts. I may actually take that instead of what I was planning on doing.
Yeah, the trade-off is when you actually go down to a rest and you don't have any hit dice. But you know,
I mean,
when else were you going to use them?
Yeah, right. Like heal in combat versus heal after combat.
No, it is really good, and it's only for dwarves.
Yikes! Is there any? So you're a half orc, right, Guido?
Yes. Sorry, didn't realize you were talking to me.
I'm sorry,
yes, there are half orc specific
I'm
ones.
just trying to find. I'll just search orc. Half orc. There we go. Orcish Fury. What have we got? Orcish Aggression. Oh, that isn't useful for you, but that's helpful. Orcish Aggression, as a bonus action, you can move up to your movement speed to an enemy of your choice. So every turn, you can move twice if you wanted to.
Yeah. One that you might also be interested in is you can actually get this as a half orc is Prodigy.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
It's basically free proficiencies and expertise.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks nice. Taston, you're human, right?
Yes.
I thought you were a dwarf.
No.
I literally thought you were both dwarves.
Nope.
Wow.
I mean, my character
it's-
is the size. He's the size of a dwarf on the game board, but I don't think that counts.
Is this the real life? Is this just
Is
fantasy?
this just fantasy? Sorry.
It literally is actually.
So, okay.
Everyone's a dwarf to me.
So, Tasden, you can also take Prodigy, but you also get the human-specific thing, which is Determination. This is neat. Once per short or long rest, you just can claim advantage.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
Might take that.
Also, you increase any ability score of your choice by 1 in addition to that. That's real. That's nice.
Yeah, like some of the feats are just hot garbage, but a lot of these are pretty nice. It's like an actual real choice.
Yeah. Well, looking through the list, I took Weapon Master instead of a ability point at the beginning of the game for background story stuff. So got that bonus as well.
Now, if I was playing my normal type of character, I'd take Inspiring Leader. This is the last one I'll read out loud because we need to get playing. But for the viewers at home, I just got to read this out loud. Okay, check this out. You can spend 10 minutes inspiring your companions, showing up the resolve to fight. When you do so, choose up to 6 friendly creatures, which can include yourself, within 30 feet who can hear you and understand you. They gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Plus your charisma or plus your charisma modifier?
Charisma modifier. Sorry, I always shorthand it. But yeah, charisma modifier.
No, let's go with the first one. That's a bigger number.
That would be amazing.
My hit points are now amazing.
I have just doubled my hit points.
Yes, perfect.
And basically that resets every short or long rest. So
Nice.
yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna have to peruse these later, but I'm sorry for derailing the game. I was debating feats because I think I get it at 4 as well. And I was like, I don't know how that works in this particular edition.
Yeah, so they're actually tied to classes now and not character levels. So like if you multi-class, you have to wait until one class hits 4 or 8 or whatever to get them. So that's the big penalty of multi-classing in this edition. All right, so last time we had just finished a ritual of some sort to
kick their ass.
Yeah. Yes, all the demons died. No, to help both Liam and Mr. Mark achieve level 3. And we're just coming back from this. You have the supplies in this outpost, which are listed out here. And you have all of the motley crew, with the exception of Prince Darendale and Sareth, who took the opportunity to escape when the opportunity presented itself.
I'm actually sad we lost Sareth. That was hopeful.
All right. So the rest of the motley crew is just kind of looking on, trying to figure out what in the world happened with this ritual. Liam, you feel better? Now that you're not absolutely overflowing with arcane energy. Taston, you successfully completed this ritual and learned a little more about interacting with this particular type of magic. And Mark, your head hurts.
Yes, it does. Did I tell you in private what I picked?
What's that?
Did I tell you in private what I picked?
Sure, if you'd like.
No, did I? It's a question.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll text it to you.
Okay.
Hello, Baron. Hopefully we're going to get out of this dungeon tonight.
I mean, you can leave anytime you want.
So yeah, actually, I was actually going to say. So obviously, we have some time, and we can take our time looting and getting all this stuff together. But we do have like a 2-day deadline before the caravan shows up. And actually, that was the first thing I wanted to ask you guys in character. Do you want to lay a trap for the caravan as they come, or do you want to be gone by the time they get here?
So, like a sign with arrows pointing into the portal saying, new product here.
See, that is the other problem, admittedly, is the fact that that portal is just sitting there.
Covered in
portally. Yeah.
Covered in boxes.
But yeah, what do you think, guys?
I really wish I'd taken explosive runes.
Wow.
What does this say? Explosive runes this morning.
Anyway, Jim Jar will come up and say, I was around for some of the caravans, and the guards on those are like nothing to sneeze at. They bring a lot of people.
Like, how many's a lot? Because we just killed like 20 guys.
This is true, but I mean, I'm guessing they'll probably have about if it past indications or anything to go by, like 20 or so ish.
We could take 20 guys.
Aren't slaves, and then the rest of the slaves, and
we could take the slaves. I mean, free the slaves, and
phrasing.
Well, they're not going to take unruly slaves with them. You understand? Not into an Underdark expedition.
Why not?
Well, that's just one more thing to keep up with. These are loyal or broken.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll kill the slaves, kill the guards. What else could we kill?
There's a lot of people in the Underdark.
That said, I would say the more pragmatic approach is that we're not going to completely overthrow Drow Society today.
Oh, that's fair. I do want to overthrow Drow Society, though. It's very important.
We can put it on the bucket list.
Yes.
Right next to I want to storm an entire demonic plane and watch it burn from the inside. But again, I like that. We have priorities and goals.
Pencil that in later.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So we got to take out the plane of hell, or excuse me, the abyss. Sorry.
Right.
We've got to take on the Drow Society. Food would be nice.
We can work that in. It'll be catered.
So you've got 30 days of rations.
Yeah,
it'll be catered.
Does anybody, and looking around, does anybody like have any idea where we are in the Underdark? Any map or anything?
Well, now that you mention it, if you would please open up your notebooks to page 1.
Okay, hang on.
One moment. Boy.
I don't have any books.
No, at the very top of Tabletop.
I didn't read the syllabus.
There is a page called the Motley Crew.
Okay.
And each of them has various skills.
Okay, I lost Sarah, so I need to claim a new person. I just realized.
So Ront is going to do what exactly?
Ront fight.
Okay.
Ront punch.
So Buperdo he has advantage on checks to navigate to Gracklstock, which is one of the places he knows about. That is the Dark Dwarf, the Duragar industrial city of the Underdark. Not a bad place to go if you're looking for trade routes out of here to get back into the surface. Prince Sterndale, he's dead, so you don't get that anymore. Eldith offers her services as a scout. She doesn't know where exactly she is, but she is like a true legitimate wilderness scout. She is proficient in doing basically anything. Jim Jar can tell you how to get back to Blinging Stone, the deep gnome city, which is currently in a state of being rebuilt, but he knows how to get back there. He knows a couple trade routes to get there.
Hang on, I'm going to stop you real quick.
Yes.
I'm going to stop you real quick. Because I want to hear this whole list. I want to take more notes, but what I really want is to decide where we're going. Because by memory, we really do have the two options, and he just mentioned both of them. We have the Dwarver City. We have Benzabarazan.
No, that's not an option.
It's just probably the worst.
I tell you what.
Well, no, the worst is going to the portal.
Yes,
okay.
The portal is probably yes. So we need 30 levels. Then we'll go to Benzabarazan. Then we'll go to the portal. It'll be fine.
There is
So-
one more that I probably should mention just because
Hey,
since
go ahead.
you have Shushar, it will come up.
Go ahead. What does
He will offer to take you back to his hometown of Sloop-la-Doop.
Sloop-la-Doop.
Yes.
Tell me about Sloop-la-Doop, good sir.
He says, it is a very fine Kuatola establishment, a trading city, a port city on the Dark Lake.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to roll BS.
Okay.
I want to see how much he's BSing me.
An insight check?
Yeah.
Oh, I should get dice out. That'd be helpful for me.
Where the hell's
Unnecessary.
Wisdom. That's a 15 for me. That's not
A 15? I mean, you don't sense that he's like trying to deceive you in any
Is he
way.
insane?
Yeah, I mean, you don't think so. He's just a very odd Kuatoa.
I mean, okay. So we have Sloop-la-Doop,
Mhm.
Blingden Stone, which is the gnome place, or Duagerville.
Or Drago, yes. Now, since you have a lot of people who know where these things is, you start, kind of conferring with them, trying to figure out how far these places are from you. Because that will help determine a lot of where you want to go as well, I imagine.
Yeah.
And so, I like how they give you a 2D map of the Underdark versus a 3D location, which doesn't help at all.
Thanks, game. Thanks.
Alright, so-
I want to sidle over to Bupido and check in and say, you had made mention that you might know of a scroll or a way of removing Turvey's condition.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
Well,
point.
back in Gracklestug, I have a laboratory of sorts that I could probably help with if we could get there.
Is this going to be another sort of ceremony like we did for Mark?
Yeah, it's a similar way, same sort of power source, so to speak.
Right. Have you done this before?
In a way, yeah. I mean,
Did
variation.
the person survive?
Yeah, they did.
Were they happy about it?
Yeah. I mean, they're insane, but they were insane before it happened, so I don't think that counts.
Well, technically that checks both the boxes for Turvey already. All right. Fine. We'll keep that as a plan B, I guess.
But if we want to go back to Gracklestug, it's probably about a 28.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Sweet, merciful Kelmvor. That's a long distance.
Yeah. Jimjar says, well, that's about the same distance to Blingenstone, probably a few days more to Blingenstone. Blingenstone is in the direction of Menzelbransen, kinda. In Gracklestug is not. It's in the opposite direction. So it's not like we can start heading one way and then choose go the other.
Okay, well, point towards Gracklestack.
Shushar will tell you that Sloop-la-Doop is only about an 8-day journey from here.
Which direction?
Sloop-la-Doop is... I'm going to give you 2D directions, although just realize that they're vertically...
we're in
as
the
well.
Underdark. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sloop-la-Doop is east. Blingenstone and Menzelbransen are northish. And Gracklestug is southish. Well, Gracklestug is more like southwest, but...
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We should turn to the great voices in the sky and make them decide.
Oh, do you want to let chat decide?
I was curious what chat would decide, yeah. Guido, you know how to set up a poll, right?
They're going to say portal. They're going to say portal. This is
Technically,
you can
Portal
save
is
us
0
time.
days away.
Do
Portal is 0
not
days
put the portal in the options, Guido, and we'll be fine.
They're going to write in portal somehow.
No write-ins. We're not going to the portal. No. Ragwin's like, I just want you to die as horribly as possible.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask?
Is that on the menu?
It's like Dine's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the Underdark. What do you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I don't.
I don't know the new dashboard. It just occurred to me. I knew exactly where it was in the old dashboard. Hang on. See if I can find it.
Manage poll. There we go. Have to add a poll.
Top 10 answers on the board.
All right.
Survey says.
All right, so what are the
Certain
options?
death.
Okay.
The options are Gracklestug?
Can I get a spelling?
Dwarf place.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Stone?
no,
Dwarf place.
Can you use it in a
Dwarf place?
sentence?
Deep
okay,
gnome place?
Hold on.
Fish place?
I mean, those are the options: deep gnome place, dwarf
Okay,
dwarf place, and
hold on.
fish place.
Gracklestug, which is gnomes,
Dwarves.
dwarves.
Evil dwarves, but dwarves. Well, more like Soviet Union.
Oh man.
Maybe this would be a good time to also kind of tell you how 5e traveling stuff works.
All right, so it's Gracklestug. What was the next one?
Blingen stone.
Which is
Deep gnome.
Deep gnome.
okay. Next.
And sloop it up.
Just press the keyboard with your full hand.
Yeah, just kind of go like this with your whole face. Just do that.
If you have a coffee mug, just kind of set it down.
Yeah, just
Fish people.
there we go.
Yes.
And then Menzo Baranton.
No, do not add that to the options.
It's like the quick save. Hey, let's head over there and see what happens.
Yeah. No, I already know what happens.
Why do all these portraits have spells in them?
That's fine.
What is it with these people and spiders?
Anything else?
No,
Not that we're going to let chat decide.
Negative.
we're not putting that up to chat. No.
Big negatory.
All right. So I'll set that for 2 minutes. That should be more than enough.
It'll actually show up.
So that said, on
it
the
is.
way to any one of these wonderful destinations we're spinning the proverbial compass for, Eldith knows of a potential dwarven outpost or scout post that
Yes,
might be on the
she
way to
did.
one of these.
She did mention Gauntlgrim. She's not quite sure how to get there from here.
Okay, so we're calling that Sesame Street. All right.
No
She'll
cloud.
let you know if
No.
she picks up any familiar settings while we're traveling along, and then she'd probably be able to guide you back. Are there any caves? Yes, the entire place is a cave.
Yeah. Boy,
yes.
are you lucky.
we are
We're
in
all
a
about that.
cave.
The Underdark. The Underdark is both a natural and a magical place. So there are caves, crevices. Trade routes are generally like huge gorges that run throughout, a bunch of different cave systems. Because of the magical nature of this place, sometimes a route will be there for a month, and then it won't be there for the next month. They'll open up, they'll close. Portals are unreliable at best. Teleportation is, again, unreliable at best unless you're within visual range or a guaranteed safe route. I mean, it's kind of like, to use a Star Wars analogy, you got to map out
A few moments later.
So we need a Navicomputer, otherwise we're going to fly into a sun.
Basically, you got to know that like the teleportation route is safe,
Mhm.
or you're gonna die,
Okay.
or worse.
Let's be clear. We're going to wish we died if we do that.
So trade routes and permanent portals are incredibly valuable and incredibly well hidden in the Underdark. But there are some common routes and stuff.
All right. Well, Sloopadoop wins.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
I'm impressed nobody picked Menza Barondino. I figured at least one person would be like, and pick
I'm
that
gonna
one.
be evil.
Yeah. But no, we're safe. All right. So after discussing it with the great voices in the sky, we decide, Sloopadoop is just 8 days that way.
Yes.
So relatively speaking, there and back is still less than going to one of the others. So
Correct.
possibility exists to make this step one rather than the
It
only
does
step.
sound like it is a legitimate trade area, so you can refill, do whatever you need to there.
Right. That said, you said that Shushar is not indicative of his people.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, anyone can make either a history or a nature check.
All the history.
What they know about Kuatoa. Or religion. Religion will work as well.
Oh, good. It's like, nope.
Arcane is
That all
right
sucks.
I think I've heard of that species before. It's the Humatarias. They're like socks.
17.
For
religion check?
For religion?
Mhm.
All right, so Kuatoa religion is almost just like chaos personified. They will come up with all sorts of gods on a whim, where they just stack various bits of stuff together and, oh, here's our new god, yay.
That said, outside of this particular campaign, with the propensity of belief then empowering and creating various deities, is it possible like they have a deity that keeps morphing, or like they keep creating minor deities every so often if they get enough people to believe, or is it just not powerful enough?
It's possible.
Or am I overthinking this a lot?
No, you're not overthinking.
No, you're thinking correctly. I could jump in on this one if you want, because I'm actually familiar with this. Basically, they don't reach critical mass. They never actually reach critical mass. So it's
less than 1,000 subscribers. Got it.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They don't get partnered.
They're not Pantheon partnered.
Well, it's also worth noting that there are people, and AO probably, I say probably because we're not sure on that one, who actually police that actively. So in addition to not reaching critical mass, they don't have authorization, if you follow.
Okay.
Now, I mean, there is a big name, which is like Build a Lot of Poop or something like that.
Okay.
Build a lot of poop?
I'm not writing that down.
It's very close to the name, actually. So there are a few that you would probably recognize if the name was said as like, oh, this is probably a major deity that's maybe worshipped between various settlements. And though they're said to be very mysterious, maybe even eldritch. But aside from that, they're kind of like, minor gods.
Okay.
Not a whole lot's really known or has come of Kuatoa gods. All right. What about anybody else? You said you know of them, right, Laura? Mark?
I got a 5.
Yeah, you heard them before. They're underground fish people.
You said arcane was right out, but what were the other possibles?
Any nature, history, or religion?
Okay. Well, I do have history.
There you go.
That's a 15. So I don't learn anything else.
Well, no, it's just a different some different information.
Oh, okay.
They're generally historically they've been like theocracies, very heavily religious based sometimes. Some of them are traders, historically, some of them not. But they were generally antagonistic towards basically anybody else. Known historically to be slavers. But in this case, it may be enemy of my enemy, maybe will trade with me, because they have no love for the drow either.
Nobody likes the drow.
Yeah.
Not even the drow.
Yeah, and historically they have some mentioned in like older battles and stuff, but they're kind of a footnote in a lot of historical books. You may find some trade, some at least people willing to do things with you there, maybe not. But yeah, Shushar is definitely not indicative of what you know of Kuatoa in general.
All right. Lead on, my serene friend.
All right. So, how long do you want to wait here doing stuff before you leave?
Until we're done.
Until you're done.
Yes.
The first day you can get everything gathered up and ready.
Okay, so one day.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I don't want a table captain.
I'm gonna make sure that there are no spider webs remaining.
I will assist in this and occasionally check on the portal.
That said, what's our max time limit before the slavers show up? Because
Ah.
I don't want to be here when they show up, and I thought it was
Go
coming
ahead
in the
and
next.
just make me a straight up wisdom or intelligence check.
All right. 13.
13. All right. So you are looking at the supplies here, and you estimate they would have needed a resupply in about 2 to 3 days. So you figure that the caravan will probably be here in about 2 or 3 days at most.
Okay. So we need to hurry.
Just curious, does anyone do any scouting outside the outpost around here? Or do you wanna...
Crap.
What?
Or just reminded me of something. Because birds?
Mm-hmm.
Do cantrips cause that wild magic to go off?
So,
oh dear God.
Oh no!
Beforehand, they were. I kind of admittedly stopped doing that last battle because that would be just getting way too silly.
I mean, there's a portal leeching it all out, you know.
But I'm going to say this: you are fluent enough with the wild magic here that you may choose whether or not, for a cantrip, you'd like it to occur.
I think for expediency's sake, let's go ahead and skip. If we're being given an option, because otherwise we're gonna be here longer than we need to be.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm just using prestidigitation to basically start fires in any remaining spider webs. So
yeah, I mean, you pretty much, the spiders have pretty much evacuated this area.
Pretty much means they're
not all gone.
I mean, you have to like kind of reach down there and be like, ha, and like poke sticks into little crevices and burn the webs out there. You see a couple scurry out and run down the sides of the walls. They don't really want to come near to anyone up here, up at the top of the outpost. Well, they're not that stupid. You do see a few things as you're clearing around the area, particularly down on the floor. Now that you're able to look around this area, a few things. You see a couple dead drow who fell to their untimely deaths down there. There is a pool on there of what looks like fresh water, which is coming from the waterfall over here.
I immediately drink it without hesitation.
Okay. You do also see in the pool, and this is obvious because it is moving around in it, there is a slime in the pool.
Okay, so we immediately kill the slime.
Okay, I mean, you can just sit there and go pink, pink, pink from a range if you want.
Yeah, we plink it away until it's dead.
Yeah, but it looks like it had been feasting on the remains of whatever the spiders left over.
Do we find the corpse of our poor prince?
Yes, he is down here.
Is he actually dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He's actually been partly eaten by the ooze already.
Ooh, it's a rough way to go.
That actually sucks. I'm gonna arrange basically a burial detail for him.
I want to search his body before you do.
My God,
he doesn't really have anything.
I was gonna say he probably doesn't have Jack, but
he
yeah.
may have had his like historical the documentation that identifies him as a prince.
No, I mean, he didn't have any of that on him, and he never found anything like that in the outpost. So the most you have to go on are the stories that he has told you.
Okay. No royal crest rings or necklace or anything like that. Okay.
I mean, not on him. Nothing that he was able to secret away or anything like that.
That's what I was checking for.
So, yeah, I mean, given his stories and stuff, you would probably be able to find a place or recognize it if you saw it. But he doesn't have any physical symbols on him.
Okay.
You do see some tracks where Sereth went away. He headed towards. He actually did not head towards Menzo Baranzi. And maybe not surprisingly, he is an outcast. He headed in the direction. It looks like heading towards Gracklestug. you don't find a whole lot else around here on the floor aside from some signs of foot and cart traffic. You see pretty clearly where the caravans came here and then went away back to Menzo and Ranzan. A couple of places that have been traveled maybe in the past month or so in the direction of like Gracklestug. Right. So, with everything secured, everything scouted out here, you think you have combed this place from top to bottom and have obtained all useful stuff here.
So, are we actually going to do a service for the prince?
If you would like to, what kind of service would you like to do?
I mean, I would like to say a few words, and then I would, not being familiar with his people's, rituals for burial, and plus the fact that he had been partially eaten, I want to make sure that he doesn't inadvertently get brought back. So once we say our piece and do the ceremony, I would use Sacred Flame until he's gone.
Okay. Yeah, you give him like as close as you can guess to a traditional elven-like burial, and lay him to rest here.
Getting like end of Return of the Jedi with building the pyre, and then the swelling music.
You look over there and you see these weird elven people just standing there, translucent, watching. As you watch, one of them changes from old man to younger man, and somebody's like, "Oh,
damn you, remakes!"
But you pack up your stuff, and as you head out, Eldith comes up and says, "Well, I've done a couple of these expeditions before into various wilderness places. I'm not sure if you have or not, but I think it would be prudent to assign specific roles to people to, track and scout and map and even just forage, because we might have enough supplies to get there. If we ration out, we might not, but we could also get lost or something else could happen. So we might as well look for stuff to eat and drink along the way."
Most of my scrounging and scavenging ability is urban based from my time as a street urchin, but I'll give it a shot. Plus, I can be a kind of a healer if you want, because I could do that. That's kind of my thing.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, so depending on what we run into, that may be what we need a lot. But what were you saying, Mark?
Oh, I was just going to say, maybe you can help me with this, because I imagine there's actually set specific roles we can assign in D&D next, which will allow us to determine
every time. You can't not do it.
Well, as a matter of fact,
hey.
No, I mean, actually, there's some suggestions, but for the most part, you can decide what you want to be doing.
Okay, so I want to be brewing ale the entire trip.
That's what you want to do.
Okay.
Just nonstop. I'm not drinking it. That's for everyone else. I'm just.
But a lot of dwarven ale. That seems like an odd.
We're going to be overflowing with dwarven ale. No. I like part of what I asked is, I know you didn't see it there, but I recently played a game called Expedition Vikings, and one of the game mechanics built into that game is camping, and there's all sorts of specific roles you can assign to people, and some are better at that than others. And I had a weird feeling that the game actually had people who were good at certain things, role size like that.
Yes, I've actually noted them in the Motley Crew notebook as to people who are good at particular things.
Still doesn't exist.
Really? If you go in the notebook, you can't see it?
What notebook?
It's up at the top of the screen.
Up at the top.
Oh, that notebook. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey. All right, so we need Stool on scouting duty.
Wait, what?
And we need Turvy on guard duty while we're all asleep, other than Turvy.
But he's tied up to Stool.
No, so the suggested roles are scouting, foraging, and then like guards, and also covering tracks. Now, the pace that you go at is also going to determine a lot of what happens, because this is a set rule in 5e. There are 3 paces you can pick: basically slow, normal, or fast. The differences between that is kind of what you'd expect. If you're going fast, you can't stealth. If you're going slow, you can. If you're going fast, you have like disadvantage in like perception and scouting, that kind of stuff. But obviously, it gets you there a lot faster. The big thing is that foraging really can't happen unless you're going like normal to a slow pace. Because if you're booking to forced marching, you're not stopping for anything.
Personally, I think we should probably book it to this first town. It's a relatively short journey. We have rations. We want to get the hell away from this portal, right?
That said, I think we should probably match the pace of the people who are from the Underdark already, or at least taking their advice.
They'll follow your lead. They'll basically say that, hey, we can go fast, but we might get surprised by stuff because we'll have no time to make sure that the way ahead is really safe and scouted out right. But we can get there in less than 8 days.
So I'm thinking. I'm thinking Shushar is the front scout to get there. Sereth is the cover scout, making sure that we're not being pursued. Right?
Wait, what, Sereth?
Right.
I would say Chimjar.
Delete.
Yeah, Sereth knows where everything is, but unfortunately, he's.
In that case, what's funny is I was thinking, and we should have Prince Darendel. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's my only thought then. Shushar should scout, and obviously, I think that's on. Ront should probably take at least a couple of guard duties. Since you're kind of in charge of him, Teston, do you want him to be the day guard or the night guard?
I would say day, just because he's probably an X factor and difficult to yes, I can, compel him to do something because he listens to me, but it's going to have a better impact if he's going to be during the normal waking hours.
Yeah.
So we can have him as sentry.
Okay.
So Ront's like, right, I will be sentry when the sun is out. Question:
when is the sun out? Right. So basically, when we're moving for the day, he's doing that sort of thing, and then when we stop, we probably will take watch.
Yeah.
In a traditional fashion.
Yeah, I don't mind taking night watch. Do we have of the many things we got here? Do we have a cart with wheels?
Well, if we wait a couple days,
there's some hand carts and stuff around here. They're not great for long distance travel, but they'll do just because of the small amount of items you have.
That's kind of what I was thinking. And in the worst case to worst, we can carry someone on the cart.
Yeah. There is also the possibility of fashioning your own stuff as you go too.
Okay, so let's do it.
All right,
we could ride the spiders.
No.
Just like through Drow. Oh boy.
Good God.
All right, hold on. Quick minute break while I go get some dice because I will need it.
Okay. All right, so while he's gone, I'm thinking the first thing we should do, we kill and eat the fungus person, right?
Guaranteed.
And then once we've killed the fungus guy, Shroob, we'll all gain his telepathic powers, right?
That's a given.
Okay.
That's how powers work.
Then we have to
I've watched X-Men.
See, yeah. And then we kill Bupido, and then we gain his infused powers.
Wait, what?
Which I don't know what that actually does. It doesn't say here.
So what that does is, an infusion is basically, it makes it magical.
Oh, okay. So, magic weapon, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And it lasts until rest. So if you want to be like, hey, I'd like for this weapon to be magical and this armor to be magical.
I turn to Bupido and I just kind of do this.
I was going to say these fists can be magical.
Well, if you got some brass knuckles or something, I could do that. But I can't do your fists. Not unless you... Bad side effects.
Plus, he's already thrown a lot of magic into you already.
I just walk off looking sad.
Well, technically, that was Taston throwing it into you. I just walked. I told him how to do it. I'm just the manager. You can't blame me.
Right.
Oh, right.
Plausible
okay.
deniability.
Yeah. All right. So Shushar is your guide.
Yes.
Perfect.
And someone's cover. I guess I could cover. I was going to be the night watchman.
Okay.
Who's covering?
I can do cover because I'm as a human, I'm not really good at Underdark because I have no night vision. So I'm going to have to be casting a light cantrip, so I'm going to be giving myself away, so I probably want to be at the back anyway.
Right.
Because I'm the only one out of this entire blasted party that doesn't have night vision.
I think that's true.
Which is why I took light as a cantrip.
But we obviously don't need foraging. Sentry is overnight and covers. Yeah, okay, so I think we're good to go here. We got this.
Okay, yeah. You probably will eventually need to forage.
Oh yeah, but not for the first 8 days.
Not for the first day. Okay. So you set
Oh
out.
my god, Guido.
Punch all over.
Hayes fists were made for punch. Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't.
You go along singing the classic marching song.
Yes, we sing that the whole way there.
Sure. Fists were made for punch. Like this is just like the monastery. All right. So Shushar has advantage on checks to navigate to Sloopin' Doopin. He will set out, and you're moving at a fast pace.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not
Double
foraging.
time.
Yeah, force march.
We're trying to get there pretty much ASAP.
Here we go.
Okay, we die.
So it begins.
Shushar has made his navigation.
If we encounter a mind flayer, I'm going to kill you. Like I'm going to drive up to where you live.
Oh, okay.
You encounter a mind flayer.
I think the mind flayer is going to. Yeah, exactly.
Dang it! I'm going to have to tell Mom. Sorry, I had to kill him because he made me encounter a brain eater. Okay.
All right, and I need to make just one specific note here.
Mm-hmm.
Mind. It's spelled ILLITHID.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Let me know, and I'm noting stuff here. Just in case you ask later. So the sound's working now?
Yep. Is it working? Okay. Libra.
All right. Okay. So
how badly do we die?
Like terribly. No, actually, it looks promising as you first start out. I mean, you're moving fast, but as you're going through this narrow tunnel to get out to Sloopadoop, it actually opens up into what is a fairly wide and tall cave. You can see various bits of fungi around as you pass through, all various colors. Since you have light, you can actually see the colors. And it's pretty easy going for the first few hours. Shushar seems to know where he's going, as far as you can tell. He stops at a part in the pathway, and he's like, "Oh, remember, it is this way." And he heads down there, and you can see some other foot traffic heading down here. So, as far as you can tell, you're doing all right.
Confidence. I'm feeling it.
Confidence. Although, as you're going further, you do start to see some webs and stuff come around. You're kind of expecting this, and
we burned them immediately.
Wow. Okay.
You want to slow down and burn them?
I don't have to slow down.
We don't have to slow down to burn them. Yep. I've actually grabbed a torch, and I'm just.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could start using that as a light source. I'm casting Sacred Flame all the time.
Yeah, so it's okay. So you're going through this place, just burning webs left and right. One thing to note too is that you seem to have left the phaser respawn. It is not present here.
Oh, thank
God.
Although Guido, you still feel a little weird. I mean, you're going to take that. You're going to carry that weight for a little bit, I think.
How do I feel?
How do you feel? I mean, the headache now after some water and some food has subsided.
Water fixes everything.
It's true.
Yeah. Although water fixes everything. Oh, as a dwarf, you're kind of used to like
headaches.
Having not headaches, but your thermal, your dark vision, being a certain way, and like it seems to be a little tinted now. Like you're not seeing things completely the same way.
Okay.
But you feel pretty good otherwise.
Okay, I'm feeling good. Kind of energetic.
Yeah. All right, and you seem to be making pretty good time. So not a whole lot of stuff happening. It's starting to get not into nighttime, but you've been force marching for a little bit, and people are starting to get a little tired. If you continue to go for too much longer, you're going to have to really push people, a.k.a. make constitution saves.
All right, so I
Or-
kill everyone who falls behind.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's one way to do it.
That's
Now's the feed.
that's rough.
No, we should probably stop for the night.
Okay.
Stop for the rest.
Stop for the dark.
Is it less or more dark?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
Depends on if the light spell's on or not. You know that.
Okay. Is the light spell up right now?
I would assume it would need to be. Otherwise, Taskin's not going to be able to see where he's going.
Yeah.
Well, how much are the spider webs burning?
That's true. We've got a light source.
Not
Very
enough to be
atmospheric, too.
burning spider webs in some places are not really a great light source for moving fast throughout.
Fine.
I mean, in a weird
fine.
sort of way, like the light spell that I cast lasts an hour, so I can count how many times I have to recast it, and that could give me a
This is
distance
true.
of
That's
time.
true.
It's actually true.
As dumb as that is, that's not really good watch.
You're actually a perfect clock, so to speak.
You know, it just occurred to me real quick, Teston, you're the cover guy, right? You're the one
Yeah.
covering our tracks.
Mm.
So I'm sorry about all the burning spider webs we just left as a direct trail of where we're going.
I wasn't going to mention that, but it's a pretty clear path of destruction.
It's true
They'll
spider webs.
never find
right?
us.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever. So we burn
Yeah, it's
spider webs
another
around
cave
where we
that stinks of smoky spider webs, and
are. Yeah, we're probably living a pretty good path. Let's bunk for the night. I'll go ahead and take first watch and have a delicious breakfast. I could go for first watch right now. And anybody want to take
I'll
any
take
other
second.
watches with me? Okay.
I'll take last watch.
there you go.
Well, I mean, we
Wait.
do have.
Is a wizard still able to do that and recover their spells?
Question.
Yes.
Okay. I
So
just
basically, you can take watches in the middle of your quote unquote long rest.
motherfucker.
It only stops the rest as long as if you engage in any strenuous activity over like a long amount of time. Then
So when they attack us in the middle of the night, you won't get your spells back, is what he means.
Right.
no, I mean that actually still will allow you to complete the long rest as long as you don't just sit there and fight the whole night.
We're up to round 837.
I mean, seriously, like basically, unless they siege you or something like that. It's
Okay.
So tired of fighting.
my arms are jelly.
not going to make you sleep, another 8 hours if you get interrupted at hour 7 because somebody kicked you in the foot.
Be the worst.
God.
okay. So yeah, I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Tassin, you
those-
taking third?
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Watch it,
those of you doing
everybody.
watches, make me some perception.
Oh my God, I rolled a 1.
All right.
Wow.
So on that Star Trek game I'm doing on Mondays, it's basically flipped. 1 is a crit, 20 is a critical failure, and like low numbers is good. So funnily enough, I've been rolling like gold in that game.
14 for mine.
I got a 7.
Good.
Guys, seriously.
So for the first watch, I just like this is I don't even know.
So here's the
no.
thing.
I do actually know. There's something with my eyes, right?
Yes.
Like they just and
you
I
know
just,
how like you don't get enough sleep or you get your eyes
yeah,
irritated,
and I was
it's
just
like,
kind of
oh.
irritated. Yeah, that's just me all night. I'm just like, oh my God.
And the big thing about it is that like it's actually not quiet down here. Like, not counting the people over there snoring or whatever.
yeah.
But there's wildlife moving around here of some sort. So there's a lot of false starts you get when like a mushroom over there moves a little bit, and it's some blind or wide-eyed little rodent creature that's moving around there.
Yeah. By the way, my total is a 3 with my 1. So.
Well, that actually beats the DC. No,
Yes.
no, the night is fortunately pretty uneventful.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, second shift comes around and I just conk out. I'm like, oh God. First, actually, no, I meditate for a bit. Yeah. And then I conk out.
You notice that even though you're taking watches, a lot of the other people are having trouble sleeping.
Okay. I walk over to someone. I'm like, shh.
Just sleep.
Come on, go to sleep.
I'm just like, I don't like this.
Sleep. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. All right. But everybody gets enough rest to get up and actually be up and at it.
I
And
want to see
replenish all
Mark
my
do that
ki.
to Stool.
I walk up to Stool.
oh yeah,
I just gotta squeeze it, like shh.
Got accordion.
Spoofs out spores.
No, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Day 2, let's go. We got this.
So Turvey has actually started to calm down a bit now that things are moving along. He's been relatively quiet throughout the trip.
I'm gonna make a point of basically being like, Turvey, you doing?
I mean, he seems to kind of be paying. He's not saying anything, but he seems to be like paying attention, like he understands what you're saying.
Okay. So we're gonna get you all help, buddy. All right, we'll figure this out. Don't kill us all.
You die. All right. Next stage.
So Cord gave me an idea. You know those stress ball things? You go and you go.
That's not what stool is.
So that's Stool right now. And we're just walking along, and I'm really stressed because, Underdark, so I'm just like, and there's just spores just coming off of him as I'm doing this.
Which will be great because your stress will then be shared with the rest of us.
Yep. Everyone in the group
have
is
a
just
panic attack.
Exactly.
It like magnifies.
Oh, it's the worst.
All right. So Trushar gets up. He's really excited for the rest of the day. He feels like this is gonna be a great day. And he makes his navigation check. All right. And you continue running along. And you die.
Well, we missed second breakfast, so
That's true.
That's probably why.
What about 11sies?
we're starving by
11sies.
now.
Starving.
We missed second breakfast and 11sies.
Oh no, that's true. And people are complaining already. No. No. So you go along for a few more hours. You actually come out into this. You come out of the cave system, so to speak, and into a huge gorge, and you can tell that there's been a lot of foot traffic at various times throughout this place. The wind has actually picked up here. Like there's some sort of source for a fairly steady breeze coming through here, and it just makes this constant whistling sound as it's going through this gorge. So it's kind of hard to hear, but probably hard for other people to hear you as well. You go along for a few more hours until you come to a turn, and then the path seems to go over this huge trench. You can't even see the bottom of it. And somebody has erected this old rope bridge across it.
Of course.
I tumble across.
You tumble across.
What?
I'm sorry, real quick.
Mhm.
I was playing a Vow of Poverty Holy Monk or whatever back in 3rd edition, 30.5. And they're ridiculous, basically. They have no gear whatsoever, and they're ridiculously powerful. It got to the point where my tumble speed was 30 feet, because I could move 60 feet. So it got to the point where, and my tumble was like plus 40. It was absolutely ludicrous. So there was actually a time when I actually did come across a rickety rope bridge that was barely being held together and was like in the middle of falling apart. And I'm like, I tumble across. I did it. And the other players are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just picture it for a second.
Yeah, no, that's what my mind went to when
Like just
I
a
tumble
ragdoll
across. I'm like,
it.
Yeah. Just literally cartwheeling across. Like, yep. There we go. You guys coming?
but why?
Tumble doesn't exist anymore. It just occurred to me, so I'm not sure.
No, I mean it's acrobatics.
It's like, yeah, acrobatics.
Okay, I play acrobatics across. Hang on, where's my dice?
It's not like okay, sure, make me an acrobatics check.
Rolls a 1.
I mean, 4 is going to be enough, right? Or I guess
So
5.
like, what's
sorry.
this?
5.
And tumble right off the thing.
It's easier in the movies, I guess.
Yeah. I like bonk into the wall.
No, I mean like you start doing it and then you realize this is like a terrible idea and you just stop.
Yeah, I make it like through one handstand and the forward, and I'm like, that's good enough.
And what's worse, you turn around, everybody's looking at you.
Psych.
Yeah, and then I stop and look at Bubido and like, what have we done to him?
The madness of this place, the whistling, it's
getting to me. I need to eat. Don't you understand?
But anyway, we're supposed to be moving at a fast pace, so let's go.
Yes, let's go. Okay, so what do we actually roll to get across this thing?
I mean, nothing. It's a rope bridge.
Okay, acrobatics. One more time. Yes, yes. Second try.
No, the only
As a
thing that
loc-
occurs to you is that if there's anyone you don't want to follow you, or you never want to come back this path, you could. Come
No,
back.
we are leaving the rope bridge because, like, remember, one of the ideas is that we want to go to the other 2 towns. So,
Taston, what's your perception again?
+3.
3. Anyone have a higher than that?
I think.
Sorry, my. Are you talking about the passive wisdom?
The passive perception. Yeah.
That's 13.
Yeah.
Same.
2 for me, or 12 rather.
Okay.
I have low wisdom as a monk.
Well, you know,
Makes sense.
it can't all be rock stars.
I rolled crap.
All right. Okay, we'll just continue on then.
Oh Jesus Christ! For real, are we chopping the bridge? Like I would argue no.
No.
Okay.
Even if we never
I'll-
come back here, there's literally no reason to do that right now.
That's
In
true.
case we
It's not
find
like-
something like in front of us that might try and kill us that we can't take,
That's a
I'd
very
like to
good
not
point.
have a cliff behind us.
Yeah, I it's okay. It's not as though there's giant spider drow following us.
No, I only mention it because this is a choke point-ish axis thing you can cut off if you need to in the future.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm. We don't have the ability to make a magical conjuration permanent, do we?
A magical conjuration permanent. Not right now, as far as you know.
Okay.
What did you have in mind?
I want to make a didgeridoo and attach it to the rope bridge.
Okay.
I'm missing the reference.
There's no reference. It's just... So this chasm that we're crossing is windy.
Right.
Imagine...
This concept.
Just unendingly because okay.
It'd be creepy.
Yeah, I was okay. You want to add to the madness because that's what you do.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Call this place the didgeridoo. Don't go there.
Yeah, exactly.
You could make one that lasts an hour. I mean, your conjuration.
No.
All this arcane power, and that's what you want to do with it. Be a dick.
Like the
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed of didgeridoos, going around planting didgeridoos wherever he goes.
Ooh.
No, we already have a trail of burnt spider webs to trail us. We don't need music literally guiding them along too.
I mean, it builds the legend, sure, but why?
All right.
Because you
You go
can't
along-
do bagpipes.
You go along for a little ways until you see something that catches your attention. As you're kind of skirting along this ravine, you see a rope coming down the side of the wall to your left, the rock wall. And it seems to be leading maybe 10, 15 feet up into a high up cave entrance. It looks relatively fresh. You can continue on past it, or you can investigate it. What would you like to do?
Do we take the plot hook? Everyone in chat, vote now, quick. I guess that's not a plot hook. Adventure hook? Dungeon hook? I don't know.
It is.
The hook.
It's literally a thing.
It's
Side
a side
quest
task.
hook.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
a
go,
side,
there you go.
side task.
You are in Skyrim. You're traveling along. You see something that catches your interest. What do you do? Basically,
Kill it.
Ah, damn you.
I mean, truth be told, I would honestly probably vote to skip. I hate to do that, but I want him fixed, and I want actual food and a bed in my life. These are the things that I want. And I say this out loud. Zuck is in character. It's like, look,
you slow down and possibly gain something, or do you keep your pace?
I mean, whatever's in there is going to kill us, and we're going to lose another party member. It's going to be me. And it's going to be horrible.
I really want to check it out.
I do too. That's what bothers me so much. Like, I'm trying to think. Okay, hang on.
All right, let's just do it.
Third.
Yes.
Sell it more, like in character,
Sell it more in character.
so I can excuse doing it in character.
The rope is silk and looks really nice.
Silk. Now, my character
Wait.
has always had, ever since. Hang on, he's always been into
Is it spider silk though?
This
This is
Silk.
not an Underdark rope. This is definitely from the surface.
Oh, there you go. There's the hook for in-character hook.
Okay.
I immediately say we need to do this right now. It's a silk hook quest.
What?
You've looked in the wiki, right? The Silk Rope quest.
Yeah, the Silk Rope quest. It's actually only shows up from level 2 to 5 in one of these 3 locations.
Yeah, it's like a 35% chance.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one that we got. So we should go and do this. All right, I'll go first.
Should we encourage the rest of the group to keep moving, but at a walk pace, or?
That's a good idea.
Can I remind the current group here that splitting the party is never a good idea? Just want to be on record.
Now, hold on. They're technically not the party.
True.
I mean,
what you decide to do with them does affect things, but they're not "quote unquote" the party.
We've probably already failed the golden ending because we lost two of our party members. So that's.
This isn't Mass Effect.
I was going to say, yeah, everybody made it through the mission.
Yep. Okay, so that's not a bad idea, Guido. But at the same time, I need my squeezy toy. So
okay,
you're gonna climb with Stool.
That's a good question. Do you want Stool to telepathy you before you do this?
Yes, actually.
All right. Everybody breathe the spores.
All right.
There we go.
This is what it's like to be Borg.
Resistance is futile. All right, I will go ahead and scout first. What I roll?
We don't call ourselves the collector. We call ourselves the party.
What do you want me to roll? Third, give me a roll.
How proficient is your character at a negative strength?
I sure hope not.
What's the strength?
14.
Okay, yeah, you
15,
can climb a rope, no problem.
Okay, hang on. So I rolled to climb the rope.
Now the question is, are you trying to do this quietly?
I want to save that roll. Can I save that roll?
Sure.
Okay, yes, I'm trying to do this quietly. I rolled a 16.
Okay.
I don't know what to add to that. I guess I just add
this is dexterity or your stealth.
I actually have stealth. What you figged? So that's a 20 for me.
Okay. So you go up and you position yourself in such a way that you're not going to knock rocks down or make scraping noises, and just slowly start moving yourself up. And about 14 to 15 feet as you make your way up there, both you, Liam, and Taskin can see him slowly moving up there. You look up at the top of the ledge. You kind of peek over it into this cave, and you see that there is a baton. I attacked a baton. It's not a gazebo. There is a baton attached right next to the cave, which the rope is fastened to. And you can see further into the cave that seems to be pieces of clothing, not like torn or ripped or anything, but seemingly voluntarily removed, like a boot, socks, and a coat, just kind of like laying in a trail heading into this cave. And past that, it goes past your dark vision. You cannot see it.
I'd lean back over and I say, it's a bunch of Breath of Fire 2 characters up here.
I've never played it, so sorry.
That's for the people who were watching that run earlier this week. Okay. So
this seemed to be fairly nice clothes, stuff that was not all dark and emo and underdarky.
Wow, officially emo.
That's true.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so I am gonna go back and I'm gonna be like, and you know what? No. I'm gonna look back down. I'm not saying it. I'm still being stealthy, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, hang on. I want to actually do this in character, so I'm trying to think how I do this.
Good. Dwarf charades.
Oh, right. It was a Ray Stevens song. Okay.
So I'm gonna lean over and be like, so I've got the rope here, right? And I'm like, then I climb up to the top.
Which this is hilarious because I can't see any of that because it's outside of my field of vision. So I'm like, so what do we got, guys?
I finished the climb to the top, and I'm gonna basically stealth it up. But you guys can do whatever in response to my terrible. Like I don't know what the all clear is. I know wrap it up, and I know danger, but I don't know actually everything's cool. So I just made whatever. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. It's like,
Hey.
Mark makes a bunch of motions before thinking for a second, just giving you a thumbs up, and then traveling over the top of the ledge.
So yeah, that's what I do.
I'm just going to look over to Taston. You want to go up next, or you want me to?
Oh, we did the spores thing, right? So hang on, rewind. So I do that whole thing.
That's the best part. Wow. Okay.
What happens is you hear my thoughts saying, "How do I indicate that it's safe?" And I'm going to be quiet because there's obvious signs of people here. How do I do this?
You already are.
Maybe if I do what? Oh God! And I like lose the rope for an inch. Right.
I have to interrupt because that's the point where you hear my voice as I'm speaking to Taston. You want to go up?
You want to go up? I'm like, just be quiet. Give me a little bit to scout, okay, guys? That's mental. So I finish going up and I scout. I rolled a scout.
Okay.
I roll crap. 8.
Well, question is this: Are you putting up any light to help you?
No.
Okay. All right, it's Nate.
I'm trying to stealth, not be like, hey.
No, that'll be me.
Saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're looking around. You go a little further into the cave, and you find the end of the pile of clothing, so to speak. It actually ends at what seems to be a finished door at the back of this cave.
What's it made of?
The door seems to be made of, it's probably bronze, but it's green at this point.
So, bronze door.
You
obvious
see,
cave.
yeah, you see that there are some what looks like carvings, or it's been molded in a particular shape. There's some artwork on it.
I'm just beaming from the GM to you guys here at this point.
Okay.
Describing this.
So it's like somebody trying to tell you don't actually get like an image of the door.
Yeah. There's a door here. I think it was bronze. Some weird carvings here. None of them are to Kalimvor.
Yeah, obviously not the color.
Or Bahamut. Are any into Bahamut?
Doesn't look like it. You can make a religion check if you'd like.
I'm gonna do it. I'm totally gonna do it. That's not terrible. Where's religion? So that's gonna be a 12.
12? Okay. Definitely not any type of religious symbolism on this door. That much you can pretty
Okay, so there's nothing. I don't think there's anything religious here, guys. I'm gonna do an Arcana check and roll a 5.
Nothing magical either.
Nothing magical either,
sure.
near as I can tell. Let's see. I'm also gonna do a history check on the door. Why not?
It looks
right?
old.
It's very. God, that is the second 5 I've rolled in a row now. I have some history ranks, but
so I never did get a response, Tasson. Did you want to go up next, or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tasson, you climb on up. Stealthily or normally?
Stealthily.
All right. What type of armor do you have on?
Yeah, this might be interesting with.
Okay, let me sneak up here. Clank.
Well, no, it's not
Clank.
plate mail. It's scale mail. So.
Oh, that's actually worse. It's like 1,000 spoons bouncing off of each other.
Scale mail, that does mean you have disadvantage on the stealth roll.
Okay.
What's the total for AC?
So 9, and then 17. So I'll be taking that 9, and 3 is 12.
Okay, yeah. Right. Mark, you can't help but hear like the scraping of scale mail on rock.
God, just.
It's not bad, but if somebody's sitting there listening intently,
So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to find a place to hide and watch in case someone sees him, the distraction.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, you're looking around. There's not a whole lot of places to hide or for somebody else to hide in this cave because it's pretty much almost a straight shot back to this door that's closed.
And as I know I'm making noise as I'm climbing in my head, I'm like, sorry, guys. Sorry. Every time I...
How does the door open? Is it just like
it looks like it's you don't see any handles, but from the look of it, it's a push open.
Okay. So I'm gonna try. So the specific hiding space I'm gonna get is I'm gonna be up alongside the door, or not along. If the door is here, I'm here.
Okay.
So like Hitman.
Yeah, hip to the door, and I'm like,
Hip door position. Okay, Liam, you're going up next.
I am.
All right.
Roll crap.
No, he'll just levitate up there.
Oh, God. Do you have levitate?
No.
Oh,
Tensor's floating disc.
oh, that's a good point.
No.
That's low level. And I know you don't have fly. Fly's a higher level spell.
I do, however, only have a +0 to my strength. So
Yeah.
It's a nice rope.
Yeah, but you're an orc.
Yeah.
That
A
evens
few
out to a
moments later.
+0.
Damn it.
But if I don't need to roll, then I'm good.
You're not in any danger. So
I like the idea that you're not even rolling stealth. Like after I'm up there, super silent. Tazden's like, yeah, and you just, just absolutely no attempt whatsoever to hide. just stomping up.
All right.
Very good.
So you get up there and you kind of see that, and Mark, you don't see anything like pop out or jump out, do anything. You both of you get up there, and you see the same thing that Mark was describing. You see this door is a very aged bronze door that has this symbols, or not symbols, this artwork on it. And you may make actually both of you can make a perception check when you get up here as well.
Oh yeah, because mine was crap.
12.
12.
Also 12.
Okay. Yeah, both of you, you of course you see the clothing pile, and when it hits the door, that's basically where the trail ends. The guy has, I mean, to put it bluntly, he's dumped his pants and his shoes and everything at that point. It's just a pile on the floor. One thing that both of you notice, though, that Mark escaped your notice, is that at the very, very bottom of the door, like there's like almost a little crack, although it's pretty flush. You see what looks like some like encrusted goop along the bottom edge of the door. Almost like somebody took a bunch of jelly and shoved it in there and then it's dried out or something like that. Yep. The artwork on the door, it looks like it is depicts several people, look like humanoid or elven or something. It's not really that detailed, and they seem to be doing something with each other, like talking or trading or something. They have various bits of pretty nondescript items in their hand. They're just handing off or showing to each other.
Do me a favor and tell me that it's not what Cord just said in chat.
It's not that.
Thank goodness.
Ew.
So
I'm going to listen at the door.
yeah, I was going
Okay.
to do the same thing.
Yeah, make me another perception check.
God dang it.
8.
8. Right.
Apparently
5 total.
We'll go through past it then. How about that? Yeah, you put your ear to the door. You don't really hear anything. Really, the only thing you hear is the whistling from down at the entrance of the cave. From that, whatever there is in there, it's not enough to be heard over that, or there's nothing in it.
I have a terrible idea, but I don't think you want me to do it.
Do it. What is it?
Cast grease on.
Oh my god.
And with the end game being what exactly?
Well, basically cast it on the floor where the door starts, so that it spreads out from the door into the room.
Oh, basically cast grease on the other side of the door. Oh, see, yeah. I could potentially work to get a bit of the grease on the other side. Just in case there happens to be somebody over there who's like, I'm going to get him, and he just falls down.
Yeah, there's nobody there. Don't worry about it. Well, you can also light it on fire, too, before we even go through.
I'm not sure if, I mean, is the stuff flammable?
I'm probably thinking of
Maybe
Dragon
a
Age,
nature
not
check.
D&D, but
Nature check. Oh, okay. It's actually a 15.
15. Okay. So you kind of look at the stuff and you're thinking back, like, is this something that I'm familiar with that's flammable, something naturally occurring? And you're looking at it, you're like, you know what I think this is? I think this is dried up slime.
that's admittedly what I was thinking too. Not in character.
Probably not incredibly flammable, although it burn. It's not the right type.
When you say slime, I'm assuming you mean like the creature.
Yeah,
slime.
like residue or something like.
Okay.
Kind of older though. It does look like you can push these doors open if you want to, but nobody wants to.
I shove the doors open.
Okay, you beat me to it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Screw it. I can't hear anything.
You see
I can't
all
say anything.
10 werewolves on the other side.
I slowly close the door.
So the room opens up. The room opens up into a waiting room of some sort, as far as you can tell. It's a stonework, relatively old, although it's not like crumbling and ruined at this point.
Is there a gong somewhere?
No, there's not a gong, but there's a little landing. You know how sometimes you come into an area and there's like a table that, like, oh, there's like pamphlets and stuff on
Yeah.
there's no pamphlets, obviously, but there's like a small stone table to the right when you look over there. There's a staircase directly ahead, which looks like, you know, it leads pretty steeply down. And there's a little diorama over to the left of the entrance. And this one obviously is arcane in nature, because you see somebody shooting lightning bolts or magic or something. And they seem to be standing on some type of stylistic floating city and just like shooting stuff down at what are obviously like enemies or victims or something down below them. It's very stylized. Be a very pleasant place. If you like, you may make that would be a history check, I think.
I do actually have history. God dang it. It's a 7.
7.
That's with rolling a 3.
Guess you're just asleep in class when this was studied.
Yes.
16.
Okay. So Liam, you can recognize some aspects of this. You're pretty sure that this is Netherese in origin.
It's what's origin?
Netherese.
What the hell is that doing here?
I know, right? Actually, Laura, do you want to explain who the Netherese is?
The ancient Netheril were an incredibly advanced magical people who, like, if you ever looked at the world map of Forgotten Realms, you notice there's just this giant frickin' desert in the northwest. That used to be their kingdom. Couple bad things happened. There was a dude, he may have sort of been an incredibly powerful mage who technically stole magic from Mystara, who is the goddess of magic.
That's a bad day.
And actually, I have to add here, literally the canon sources disagree on exactly what happened. I actually covered this specifically during the Neural Knights lore one. The basic idea is either he successfully took it and was completely unprepared for the responsibility, so magic just broke for a few seconds everywhere, or she punished him by specifically disallowing that from happening, which broke magic everywhere. But either way, magic broke everywhere, and the Netherese kingdom basically fell like that. They had a lot of flying cities. All of their cities were flying.
Amusingly, not to interrupt, but I just have to say this. I just watched a YouTube video on this exact thing, like, Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what were you? What was drawing you to that? Out of curiosity,
it was in the recommended thing.
Oh, okay. But anyways, there's a lot of more details I could go into. But basically, they're the ancient, super advanced magical people. They have been dead and gone for a long time, but they're way over there and topside.
I think that's a pretty good 15 history check explanation. And the thing that, of course, that's iconic of the Netherese are the floating cities, which are depicted here, or at least one of them is in a stylistic way, but it's there.
Actually, I'm sorry to add this. Could one of us do a check to see if there's any what are they called, negative energy creatures around here, and B, any portals to the negative energy plane around here?
Sure, you can Arcana check if you like.
That's probably Guido's.
I mean, you don't visually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where you're checking.
17.
17. Yeah, you remember something like, if you see this, look out for this. You're like, you don't see any signs. So as far as you can tell, it's okay.
No one tried to cast any 11th level spells.
Okay.
Okay, right on that.
So just remembering the video that I watched, it was because the only 11th level spell that has ever been in existence was this Nazarene guy who tried to become a god. And
God of magic,
specifically, yeah, because he thought it would be the most, the easiest, I think it was. And so he tried to become the god of magic, which broke magic, which killed the god of magic. But in that split second of killing the god of magic, he became the god of magic and then destroyed magic, which then created a new god of magic. And since then, there have not been any either 10th or 11th or just 11th level spells ever allowed.
So basically, the moral of the story is even if you ascend, you still can't divide by 0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good to know.
Just
the answer is 11,
sitting here
by the way.
Watching this and just explaining it like this.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm just sitting there like, huh? Because my character is just about this.
All you hear is warp magic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, no, to jump in really quick, there are still currently 10th level spells. In fact, most epic magic qualifies as 10th level spells.
Yeah, but right now, as far as anyone knows, it is not possible to cast anything above 9th level. Well, I mean, technically it is. It's just illegal. Like, actually,
exactly
said, no, this is illegal.
We can manage it.
Yeah, so you see that in here. So this seems to be another Netherese place. There's a staircase leading down. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot else in this particular room.
Do we explore further?
Absolutely.
I'm already here.
All right.
I'm on edge because one of you identified the slime and told me about it, I assume.
It's
so got it. Nobody told me about the slime, so I'm just charging in blindly.
I didn't know that it was like slime, so
I'm just like,
I don't know what it's from. It's just the residue that is like leftover slime from something.
Oh yeah, is there slime on the ground in here now that we've gone in? I've gone in.
No, you don't see any.
Okay, perfect. So I just wander through. I look up constantly, by the way, because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I know how slime traps work.
Yeah, you see the ceiling.
Okay. I continue.
No, I'm not going to do a "but you didn't look up" trap.
That's how they get you.
That's yeah. So no, I'm investigating. Let's go. I go.
Okay. So you head down, and the stairs seem to lead down to what looks like a shrine of some sort. There are some it looks like dusty tapestries that are just all over the floor. There are what used to be some dioramas on the wall, but they've just been defaced by these massive, deep gouges, making them unrecognizable. There's an altar which looks like it was made of marble, some gray marble, and it has also been defaced and cracked in half by a massive force. You know what? As you come in here, go ahead and everybody make me an investigation check. Here, what can I tell about this?
8.
8. Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'll let him do it because I was happy. I got a 15, but
it always happens. You're like, I roll good, and then somebody will.
yeah, exactly.
Like, 52. So, Teston, as you come down to this room, you see this, and you immediately start looking for, like, okay, where did this thing come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. Damn it.
And
Beat me
you
to
realize
it.
you realize a few things. First is that the damage in this room is relatively recent.
Okay.
And also, the creature that caused it left no tracks as far as you can tell at all. You see 2 doors. They are the bronze type doors that you've seen before. These ones are a little more intact. They don't have any particular type of art on them. Going both forward and to the right.
Do either one of them have a slime trail up to them? Not that we know where it originates from, but we assume that it did have some sort of motion either forward or where we came from.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Okay, so I point that out to the rest of the group. What do we think? Door straight ahead or to the right?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I could flip for it if you want.
Straight ahead.
There you
It
go.
is.
Straight ahead.
You open the door and you come into a room that has stone sarcophagi, 4 of them in fact. The lid of each one has what looks like a robed human figure just kind of carved into it. And they seem to be garbed or like carved to be in the garb of the leathery style of wear that you saw in the diorama in the first room. There doesn't seem to be any other obvious exit from here, and these, contrary to other rooms, seem relatively undisturbed, but obviously very dusty.
I'm going to use my ability, Eyes of the Grave, to detect undead within 60 feet.
Oh, I love you. Okay.
Sorry, just sarcophagus. I'm like, no, wait a minute.
Okay.
That's where the dead people be.
real quick. You've seen Alien, right? Or Aliens, actually, more accurately. So, like, imagine you just pull up the motion sensor, and it's suddenly a sea of red.
They're in the walls, man. They're in the walls.
Yeah. Game over.
No, so you're like, oh, this is where the dead people be, and
I got a bad feeling about this.
Divine sense for just a moment, and you see, for the brief moment, you see the outlines, the images of 4 floating humanoid figures just kind of like hovering over each of these sarcophagi. And you sense some bad undead mojo from them.
Do we see these things normally, like with visual normalcy?
No, only Haston, when he uses his Eyes of the Grave, sees that.
Okay,
I'm just walking ahead, like
like as he's walking, I'm grabbing like no, back away slowly, back out of the room, back out of the room.
Close the door.
We are leaving now and never speaking of this place.
What is it?
Whatever entities where this came from.
You have
the magical problem that I keep seeing Guido now. I'm like, what is your character's name again? I'm sorry. Liam. That entire scenario that Liam spoke about, these people from there are the ones in the sarcophagus, and they're not dead.
Yes, you just feel like after you've done that, you feel like a dark presence.
Can we help? Can we purify? Like, you're the cleric here. You can.
It's way.
I think I can punch them. I'm good with punching.
You can't punch evil as a concept.
I think at the right level, I could. Superman managed to punch reality. I think I could,
When you hit that particular level, I don't know if that's above or below 30. We'll do that. We'll come back. Again, we'll put this on the list of, taking on Drow Society and stepping into the abyssal plane to play with that.
Right.
Like
I really want to go investigate this.
I'm trying to
so
grappling
badly.
you guys and trying
to get you
out of there.
And I'm just like everything you're doing in character is just making Mark more curious. Like, All right, let's try the other door. Let's try the other
I
door.
don't think we're ready to deal with the undead yet.
That'll be fine. I open the other door.
Oh God.
I'm going to close the doors behind us.
Yeah, not the door to the
Mark.
sarcophagi.
You leave first.
Yes.
As you're leaving, you hear this. You've been kind of getting used to the telepathy thing because you've been. It looks really weird to an outsider because you're like grabbing each other and like shaking each other, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah, we're not saying a single word. It's all
just like
internal.
this mime conversation. I'm psionically screaming at you.
You've been used to these two other voices in your head. You hear what you can swear for a brief moment, a third, a female voice that you've never heard before, ever. And it sounds like it's coming from so far away, like somebody's shouting from a great distance. And you hear just, please don't leave. I'm here below. And then it's kind of...
I'm gonna stop dead, like in my tracks as I'm leaving. Does anyone else hear that? I asked that. Does anyone else hear that?
Did we? Like that distant wise?
No, I mean, you didn't hear...
Is there anything on the ground that I didn't notice? I mean, there's the sarcophagi, but...
Make a perception check.
God damn it, but I suck. Oh, no, I don't suck. I'm amazing. That's still only a 21, though.
Okay. You start looking around the ground just for whatever it is, for something. You notice that the corner sarcophagi is a little bit different than the other one because it is on rollers.
So I'll point this out mentally, like, guys, that one's on.
It's on rollers.
That's like, they're very cleverly hidden, but you're like, I think that sarcophagi is meant to be moved, as opposed to the three others, which are built.
I'm gonna stealth. All right.
Okay.
Totally Oh my god, no, I'm not. I bang my knee right into the sarcophagi. I'm like,
you start, whispering Mission Impossible music.
Okay. Ow. And I just start cussing in dwarf for a second because of my knee, and then I'm like, then I move forward, totally unstealthed.
Okay.
I actually got an 8, which I guess isn't terrible, but
no,
still, that's probably not going to do it.
You make the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, I make the Wilhelm scream as I hit my knee on the sarcophagi, and then I go ahead.
Real subtle.
Dwarven Mr. Bean. Oh god.
Yep, that's me. That's me. Okay, so
just coughing.
So GM, I would like to, if you'll permit me, I'd like to cast Crown of Vermin really quick.
Crown of Vermin.
Are you not familiar with that one?
No.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Context-wise, it sounds like a lot of rats.
1,000 venomous, biting, and stinging spiders, scorpions, beetles, and centipedes erupt from the very air around the character. They form a living aura around the character to a radius of 10 feet. The character is immune to their own crown. The swarm goes wherever they go at their speed, even if flying or underwater. They cannot leave a bunch of old things. Anybody who gets within range of it has to make a reflex saving throw to avoid being pressed by the swarm. The swarm does 10d10 bites. Each bite does 10d10 damage.
I'm going to go with no on this one.
Yeah.
The vermin themselves have epic damage reduction, and their weapons are also of epic when it comes to the purpose of overcoming damage reduction.
Yeah, Mr. Outlaw, that spell, sorry.
God damn it. Okay, fine.
So
in my head,
tooth fairies.
In my head, that's what happens. And I'm like,
the Hellboy tooth fairies, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You stand there for about 10 seconds going, flexing.
Oh, wait. You remember Toy Story 4 with the Key and Peele characters who are like explaining as they're laser blasting? That's what's happening. Like, I'm picturing, yes, and all they're seeing is just me going,
I look over at Taston.
Oh, look, I don't know what we did. It was energy I'm not familiar with.
Demonic energy. Okay, so I move the damn coffin. I like shuffle it just a few inches to see what's under it.
Okay. So you start pushing on it, and you hear... Yes, you hear somebody say, roll initiative. No, you start pushing it. You start pushing it, and it starts revealing this, for lack of a better term, a staircase down below it.
Okay.
But Yes, as you have guessed, as soon as you start moving, you see now both of you the figures that Taston saw start materializing above each of the coffins, and these are blackish, smoky humanoid figures with just burning red eyes, and they seem to have some sort of smoky weapons in their hand, and they don't have any facial features, but you can tell they're not happy about what you're doing.
Are these by chance negative energy creatures?
Kind of. You make a religion check, everybody, as you roll initiative.
Well, my
Natural
religion
20.
check is crap, so
Oh, okay.
Religion check. 16.
Okay. And you said your religion was crap.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. All right. Both of you recognize these as some sort of form of specters, undead. They are very nasty if they can get their hands on you, because they will just literally drain the life from you.
Now, if I can make a suggestion, does my esteemed half-orc and comrade, in his incredible Arcana and History rolls, know any, say, ancient Netherese passwords or safe words or control words or don't-kill words?
You can make a bunch of guesses. There's
Just a
no, hey,
thought.
none that he knows of that's, hey, undead, stop attacking me.
Well, what I was actually thinking is something more along the lines of "Hail King Theoden" kind of a thing, right?
I'm just gonna start yelling meatloaf.
I thought it was still ham sandwich.
Oh God!
The best thing that Liam could probably think of is to, what he knows about Netherese is to maybe present yourself as a servant or something like that. But based on how these things are reacting,
Yeah, that's up to you. It was just a thought. My actual initiative.
They're probably way high level, but I will try turn undead.
Wait, we're not in.
Let's get some initiatives.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
First.
Just so like everyone else is frozen, and you're just Flash style walking up. All right, let's just turn this guy. Turn this guy.
Someone's save's coming. All right, Liam, what do you have?
12.
12.
And the meatloaf joke is because he did the song "I Won't Do That." So safe word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Aston, what do you have?
for Thor.
21.
Ooh, you might actually just go
Nice.
ahead and step up and turn undead. Try. Mark.
13.
Okay. And the all-important one? 52.
Well, I'm going last.
Well, okay then.
No, I actually have rolled a 4.
Okay. So hang on. So
I'm very
like,
sad.
I'm here. I'm up by the actual thing. Taston. Well, hang on. This is Taston. It's probably back here.
I mean, this is not a huge room. Just assume you can move wherever you want to. Basically.
Where's here? There's one of them. Can I kind of? Yep, there we go.
Oh, okay.
And they're probably in like formation, I would imagine, kind of like that.
They're basically in. So the room is not very big. It is 2 by 3.
Okay,
Wedge
so
formation.
there we go.
Perfect.
That's how we are at the moment. Then,
Kind of. Except let's all have them surrounding Mark now.
Well, I mean, in the interest of fairness, if one of them is above the thing I am moving,
No, it actually, if we were to actually do this properly, it'd be that, and then you'd be opening
okay.
like one right there, and then maybe that.
Can I like scooch that way?
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, which one's the corner one? Actually, that's a good point. Okay, so yeah, I'm over there. So there we go. Okay.
All right. So Tassin, this is the moment you've trained for all your life.
Oh boy.
Like you
You've
see it
got
happening.
this.
You're like, reflexes are kicking in. You're ready to go. What do you want to do? Dodge. All right. Next turn. All right.
No. You cast crown of
Cry in the corner.
Just cast crown of vermin. It'll be great.
So yeah, I'm gonna try turn undead as the first.
All right. No. These are not low level enough to be instantly destroyed, which I don't even think you have at this level anyway. So forget it. But they must make a check or be feared. You present your holy symbol of Kelimvor. You say the holy words, go away bad things.
Yeah, no.
I must make a wisdom save.
The scales of judgment compel you.
Okay. What is your save DC?
That's my wisdom save.
Yes.
Wisdom save would be +3. Unless I'm reading that wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. It should be like it's the same as your spell save DC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 13.
13. Okay. So you see 3 out of the 4 of them give this hiss, and then they start dispersing or backing away from you. Well, on their turn, they do that. But you can tell that you have greatly affected 3 of them.
Okay.
The 4th one, coincidentally enough, the one above your coffin, Mark. Still
Look, man, I'm trying.
burning mad and not wanting any part of what's going on here. All right. Aston, do you want to move anywhere?
If I sidestep to here to get out of Liam's way, that would be an attack of opportunity, or are they otherwise thus engaged, moving away from me?
So here's the thing. Normally that would be an attack of opportunity, but since they are feared, they cannot take reactions.
Okay. So yeah, I will sidestep out of the way so I'm not in the line of fire for Liam for what he wants to do.
All right, Mark.
Well, I think it's clubbering time.
Says something to you in the language you don't understand. I know for sure.
I don't know. Really?
Yeah.
I suck.
I'm 100% positive nobody knows this.
Oh, come on. Okay, so in Elvish, I say, "You're Maza." No, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually be really boring. I'm going to attack.
Okay.
4 times, basically. I'm going to burn a key, and I'm just going to unload on this thing. Let me burn the key here really quick. Okay, so first to hit is a what's strength, right? Or is it my proficiency?
Or
Does that
dex.
change?
It's your choice.
It doesn't matter either way. So it's +2. So that's going to be a 15.
That has hit.
Oh, thank God. Second is a 20.
Also has hit.
20 on the dice. Third is a 19.
Also has hit.
And fourth is going to be a 21.
So you flurried of blows and hit him 4 times.
Whew. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be really boring damage. I forget how to crit, so we'll just kind of figure that out. So the first, so 1 damage. It's actually no, it's plus strength, so that's 3 damage, and then it's double the dice, right?
Correct.
So that's just, God, my damage is crap. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Okay.
14, 18 total. If I need to do individual because of DR, I can.
No, I can apply the DR all at once.
Okay, so 18.
Yeah, so you're hitting them. You're kind of feeling the same thing that happened when you were hitting that demon.
Yeah, of course.
I know these are supernatural creatures, but you know it seems to be having an effect, and it's much more effective than that huge demon you were hitting. It actually seems to be. It actually does seem to be hurting this thing.
Oh my gosh! Thank goodness.
And it's like, oh, I want to hit you so bad, but first Liam has to go. He's over there. You see Mark, punching a specter. Surprisingly, it's effective against it.
Yeah, that was actually a good series of rolls. I'll take that.
So you hear Liam muttering to himself, hands waving, and 3 red hot fire rays shoot out from his hands. 1 at each of the other targets that you were not punching. That's a 19 to hit. That's a 16 to hit. That's a 21 to hit.
Now, before I ask you to confirm your targets, I just want to let you know that if you do hit those, that will break the fear on them. You can redirect to the other one if you want.
I mean, we can work on this one together. We can focus fire.
If we're doing that, then I'm not going to cast that spell.
Okay. Yeah, because I know Liam would realize that.
So in an alternate reality where that happened, now we shift the camera, Starlight,
Yeah.
back to our reality.
I'm currently on fire.
Yeah, because what happens with the cleric fear thing is that so for it's turned until a minute or it takes any damage.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hold off on that then. In that case, I will. That's a cone. I do that. I guess I'll just do the chill touch on the one that Mark has been punching then.
Okay.
So it's still a ranged attack. You want me to use one of the rolls that I just did, or do you want me to re-roll?
That's fine.
Okay.
You can use one.
So, unless
any of them would hit.
Okay. Sorry, looking for the 28. So that's 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. So this spectral hand comes out and grabs onto this specter. And you see some necrotic energy just come out of it and flow to it. And this necrotic energy actually like stays attached to this thing because there's a special effect against undead for chill touches. I think it has disadvantage to attack you now as well.
Yes. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. And it also cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn. So.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. So you see it's slightly affected by the necrotic energy, although being an undead, it seems to be slightly resistant to it as well. But trade off. It is still up. Mark, this thing just glares down at you, and it raises up its shadowy blade at you and tries to kill you, stabbing this thing through your head.
It succeeds.
I still got an attack.
Oh, okay.
All right. A crit.
Oh my god. Okay. How much damage does that do?
Need more dice. Okay. This is probably the most uncomfortable thing you've ever felt in your entire life.
Hang on, real quick. Yes. The sword counts as a missile weapon, right?
It says melee spell attack.
So I catch the sword. No, okay.
It would have if only for it says completely the opposite.
Oh.
All right.
Will I live through this?
I don't know. How many hit points do you have?
27.
You'll live through.
I rolled crap on my HP.
So it stabs the shadowy sword through your head, and you just feel. You can actually see. Everybody can see. Oh, this is a good thing. In the trailer where MacLeod is draining those people. You see the same effect as it literally just sucks your life force into itself.
Screaming, just screaming.
You take 18 points of necrotic damage. And please succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
What's the DC?
It is 10.
Oh, thank God. I succeed. I'm good.
All right. Your maximum hit points are not reduced by that amount.
Is that curable out of curiosity?
It depends on the creature.
So
it literally just, this would have killed a level 1 or 2 character. All right. But Mark, you remain standing. You're resilient, which is good.
Hey.
Let me come back up to Taston. Taston, what you gonna... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. These fly away from you, Taston. They literally just fly through the wall.
Oh, great.
And disappear as they run from you.
Okay.
That's good, because I don't want to get stabbed in the head 4 times.
Now...
No. That's a good thing. That was a brilliant first opening move. All right,
so
Taston.
Do I still need to keep... keep concentrating on that?
No.
Okay.
It's a
So
fire
it's,
and forget.
it's an effect. Okay, great. So for my next opening act, I'm going to use Path to the Grave on the one that's left.
Okay.
It's now cursed till the end of my next turn, but that's my action, so I can't attack.
Right. Yeah. So you
Okay.
present your holy symbol and you curse it to the grave. And let's see, what was it again? It gives it vulnerability to next attack, right?
Yes.
The next attack time you or an ally hits the cursed creature has vulnerability to all that attacks damage and then it ends. So that's double damage, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a lot of damage.
I kind of wish you'd done that last round. I mean,
Look,
the
I was
fear
busy.
good.
Okay, I
The fear was good.
Three
It
others.
saved my life. But I
can't
actually
take
rolled
them all.
well last turn. And
what's
now
great is that it's telepathy, so you can't argue this while you're fighting.
Yeah, we're actually arguing this as I know.
All
I
right.
know.
Liam, you see a big red mark, a hunter's mark over this thing. What are you going to do?
Isn't it Mark's turn next?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark.
Well, thankfully, I actually know what the hunter's mark symbol means, so I immediately lay into it. I'm also going to burn another key and just rail into this thing.
Yeah, for some reason you see like a set of red scales that have been like burned.
So just
into
double
their
the
forehead.
damage of your first attack that hits him.
Which is a shame because it was not a crit. What's the AC? 15?
The AC of these things, I'll tell you, is 12.
Okay. Damn it. That is 2 19s I've rolled. But no crits. So double damage before or after the dice?
Double damage after the dice.
Well, I rolled a 4, so that's good. So that's 12 on the initial.
Oof, okay. He takes it.
And second one's going to be, I'll tell you these individually. Second one's going to be 6.
Okay.
And then 5. And then 4.
All right. So as you punch this thing, you just get like boom, 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 boom. And this thing disperses as far as you can tell. You managed to disrupt it enough that it is no longer in the material plane.
Thank you. So first of all, a quick thank you for the hunter's mark. I forget the name of the spell, but that helped. Second of all, I could really use a heal.
I can only do one thing per turn.
I still have my move action, right?
You do.
Which of these is the exit? Like, help me out.
The exit is this way.
Okay. As much as I hate to kind of do this, I'm going to be like, okay. Like, I'm not doing great.
We're going to break out of combat for now because you have those things have fled effectively.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to okay.
I'm not going to play that. Hey, let's just sit here and wait until they come back and fight them. I mean,
you know how it is, right? You do the mass fear and then you just wait for the one to run back slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if we're doing it the same way,
God,
that works.
No,
bring a bunch of friends.
I was going to say they aggro the entire room.
Like, there's a dragon in there. No.
What? What was the? Okay, GM. I think I need to have a word about the construction of this dungeon.
Yeah, this button here says trigger all traps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm hurting. I'm just help.
Okay.
Help. I may or may not have taken 18 points of damage.
Dear God, man.
He looks bad.
It's literally 2/3 of my health to the number.
Now you're not still. Are you still experiencing? And I asked this like some sort of triage thing. Are you still under the effects of whatever the hell hit you? Like, is that
That's
an
a good
ongoing thing?
The only ongoing thing is the damage.
Okay, great. Okay,
Wait.
that's one less thing to deal with.
That sounds like I'm getting damage every turn.
No.
What's going on? What's happening every turn? Damage.
He's got an AoE on him and he runs into the group. And we're like, oh.
Yeah, I am the bomb. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
help. Please, God, help.
All right, so I will
temporarily worship Kellamvor if you will heal me.
Cure wounds.
Just for 5 seconds.
While he's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Spawns 4 more.
Four more.
God.
No.
Damn it!
No, you finish pushing it, out of the way, and it comes to the rest about in the middle of the room, revealing a stairway which leads down to
Something.
You can poke your head in and see if you'd like.
I'll poke my head in, but I'm not going down.
Yeah, so you just kind of like turn upside down and look in.
Yep.
And you see another tomb, it looks like. There are some stone blocks resting all over the place. There's clay canopic jars all over the place. There is a wide stone sarcophagus on this black marble pedestal. And you see the lid of the sarcophagus has the huge, great floating cities that you saw in the entrance room over this absolutely beautiful landscape. This is a very nice carving.
Question. Did Tassin and I hear the voice saying that the person was down there?
You did not. Only Mark.
I did relate it though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna yell down. Doors open if you want to come up.
Mark, you get 13 hit points back.
Okay. Thank you, good sir. Oh my goodness.
You don't hear any response.
Didn't think I would, but it was worth a try.
So I'll go ahead and head over and peek down too, and I'll be like, "Hey, oh my God, Tastin, could you give me that undead vision real quick? Give a peek down here."
No, I can look, but I can't give it to anyone else.
No, I mean, like, can you go look?
Yes, I will go. That was on my docket to do.
Got it.
Okay. So you look in there and you use your Eyes of the Grave. And you don't detect any other undead in this room. But go ahead and make a perception check. And now, Liam, you can as well since you're.
I guess I can also do one, maybe?
Yeah.
I'd like to. Okay, so is there going to be combat in a minute? I know that's a spoiler question.
Wow, dude.
I swear I'm asking for a good reason.
Good chance, yes.
Okay, so I would like to basically, as I peek down, like my eyes are really bugging me again. And I basically deliberately botch my perception, and I noticeably make it just... Oh, sorry, can you see anything down there?
15.
What about
23.
He sees everything.
He sees all.
Your eyes open, they just glow with this unnatural white light. And like, I see it all.
Suddenly a third eye opens.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
I could look into the warp.
That wild magic boon.
Oh, God.
And so it begins again.
So Liam, you look down in there, and
I can see the future.
What?
Bragwin. Yeah. No. God, Bragwin.
All right. You see something that is almost imperceptible, but with your eagle eyes, you do somehow manage to see this. With a brief moment of insight. At the foot of the sarcophagus, there is a noticeable rectangle where there is less dust, like there used to be something there, or there is something there invisible that is displacing it. And it's roughly small table size.
So I'm looking over at Tassin. Do you see anything?
No, nothing. I mean, doesn't really say how long it lasts.
It's one round for Eyes of the
Oh, is it
Grave.
one? Okay, because I was like, I wouldn't mind keeping it on because the other three that disappeared in the wall, there's nothing stopping them from coming back, like, walls. So, but no, I don't see anything currently.
I'm not seeing anything either, but that's the problem. I'm not seeing something that's obviously there.
Yay.
Look at the foot of the sarcophagus.
How's the lighting situation in here?
What lighting situation?
Right, so I'm going to cast light because I can't see any of this.
Well, I'm assuming that you've been using light to actually see stuff.
Okay, Yeah, so I'll shine the light over there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, once he's pointed it out, you can kind of see what he's talking about. But it's like almost imperceptible. You're surprised you caught it.
What is that?
I don't think it's friendly. And frankly, I don't think we're equipped to deal with it.
Non-adventurous.
I turn and look at the dwarf. This was your idea.
I thought there was someone who needed help. I told you what I heard. I'll go ahead and just at this point, since we've abandoned all attempts at spell, I'll literally just bang like the ceiling.
I was gonna try and touch my sword to whatever the section that's missing.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Hang on.
So we're actually going downstairs?
No,
I thought we were downstairs.
We're looking
already.
down the stairs still. We're like at the top of the stairs looking down.
Oh, okay. I
And
thought
so
we had
I'm
all like gone down to the room.
No.
The room's small.
No,
enough that
no,
you
no,
can
no.
see the whole thing.
I'm gonna grab like a rock.
Suddenly that's the bad idea.
I'm gonna grab a rock and I'm gonna try and throw it at the invisible spot.
All right,
Now,
sure. Make an attack roll.
Poke the beast.
Now this is actually perfect because I'm still having eye problems. So that's a 7.
You throw the
7.
rock behind you.
All right, it's a stationary thing. You didn't roll one.
Oh yeah, fair.
It doesn't hit it dead center, but it like the rock flies and then it hits something that is invisible, where whatever was displacing it should be. You know, you hit it about a foot off the ground, so it's obviously at least that tall. You hear what sounds like stone hitting stone or some type of metal, and then the rock, ricochets off of it and comes to rest on the ground.
Oh, there it is. You know what? God, and like the irritation's just building at this point. So I'm just gonna just charge down the stairs. Like, screw it. I go downstairs, and I'm like, all right, I'm here. Kill me.
Not a good idea.
You say that? You're kill me?
No, what I actually do is I go downstairs and I scoop up a bunch of dust and dirt.
Okay.
And I throw it at the invisible spot.
Okay, fair enough.
What do I need to roll for this? I use sand attack.
The scoop up skill.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so actually I rolled a 19, so I just blew a 19 on scooping up sand.
Statistics. So you scoop up a little bit and just kind of like toss it on there.
Yeah.
And you can see what seems to be like a faint outline. It's not great, of like a box or a chest or something, probably like a little larger than like a foot locker. So it's there.
Okay,
Container
so
of some sort.
I'll go up and like knock on it. Tong, tong, tong.
Okay. It feels like stone. You're a dwarf, you should know.
It's stone. It's definitely stone. I've been losing my accent all day because screw it.
So, invisible stone.
Yeah.
I use stone shape that I totally have. What do I have? I am literally proficient in stoneworking. That's actually on my character sheet.
This is true.
So I use that proficiency. What does it get me?
What did you roll?
I got it. The dice is a 12, whatever that.
Okay, so that's going to be double your proficiency plus your intelligence.
So that's going to be a 16.
16. Okay. Good solid stonework. No, I mean it's obviously a stone chest. You even find like, okay, the latch should be here.
There's
sure
the
enough, it's there.
Okay, open latch.
Okay, it does unlock. Actually, so you open it up and you look in. You can see like the visible contents of the inside of this.
You two are still back upstairs, right?
No, well, I'm starting down the stairs to back your play because you just rushed off.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are back there in some level of not being in melee. That's
in the blast zone.
Yeah. I was just waiting for a break to say that I was coming down, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, but I will actually stop before I unlatch it and turn and be like, making sure, stay back. Okay.
I have a solution for that.
What do you got?
I cast Mage Hand.
Is that a
floats in
is that
front
a cantrip
of,
for you or okay? If that's a cantrip, then yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and back off.
Okay.
I'll kind of point out that's where the latch is.
But
Okay.
Mage Hand kind of just...
Yeah, you see this like phantasmal hand come out and start filling with the air. You hear a little stone against stone grinding as the latch is lifted up, and it barely pushes the lid open.
As I say, there's a weight limit on Mage Hand, which is really low.
This isn't like a huge
10 pounds.
It can push open the lid of this. That's fine. And you kind of crane your neck and look down in there. You see glittering prizes. There seems to be arranged into like a ceremonial pattern or some sort of weird way they're storing it. Bits of silver and gold, and coinage you've not seen before. There's like a necklace, a couple of filters in there, and what look like potion bottles or something.
In character. That's it?
Looks very. This is probably more wealth than you've seen in a while.
We'll try and listen for the voice again.
Yeah. Like,
but
wait.
we can't because we never heard
last time it was because I left, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to walk out again to proc it, basically.
Okay.
Taunt the voice.
Yeah. As you're leaving, you do hear a voice. It is not the same one, and everybody can hear it.
This is worse.
What's it say?
This is another feminine voice, but obviously different than the one that you heard. Much more angry. And it says, "You who have so brazenly disturbed Byrus of Came, accursed are you for stealing my effects."
I didn't steal Jack.
That's the point. Don't touch any of that.
We haven't.
Yeah, we haven't stolen. This is like out loud. We haven't stolen anything.
Guido, make an Arcana check, because I think you'd be the only one who'd pick up on this.
It was at this
I
moment
actually,
that he knew.
out of character, I have a pretty good idea what's going on here, but
It's a recording.
it was at that moment
It's an ancient recording.
that he knew.
That's a 2 on the dice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, that gives me a 7.
Never mind.
Wait,
Like,
I'm
what?
gonna
We didn't
roll.
take anything.
I'm gonna roll Arcana. I'm gonna do it. Okay, Tasden, roll Arcana.
This is gonna be fun.
It's just int, I think, in your case, but better than nothing.
10.
We're all stupid. Okay, whatever.
I don't have I'm not Arcana. If it's a
I have
religion
no
check,
int. Anytime I do an int check, it's just the dice. That's
I
all
can do
get.
a religion check, but I don't think that's on the same lines.
Oh my god.
I'm going to have my mage hand slowly close the lid.
No. I mean,
Bravely ran
so
away.
okay, so I'm gonna come back down,
Okay.
and I'm like, all right. Either this is telepathic. Either that's cursed or trapped. Like we don't have a rogue. Do we have a rogue?
I'm a cleric.
Not of the three of us.
Just to remind you.
Not of the three of us. Are any of them a rogue?
If
Jim
they
Jar?
are, I think it's a little late.
Yeah,
The Motley Crew?
Yeah.
Kind of like wandered off.
Gem Jar for sure.
I go grab Jim Jar and then I come back.
It's like, hey, what's up? Oh, okay.
Hey, come here. I just carry him like, come on, run in a hurry.
Oh, this place does not look good to be in. Okay.
And yep, okay. And then I like plop him down in the room with the invisible thing. I'm like, all right, do me a favor, look for some traps, please.
Some traps?
Yeah. Are there any traps here?
I see how this is. Let's just go get the other guy to look for traps.
Look, I'm not good at traps. I'm good at punching things,
I
okay?
said that was a rouge, not a rogue. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I was wondering if you could add a little color to...
Yeah, come down here. Come here.
Okay, there we go.
I can add some color.
Yeah. All the color you need.
All right. He goes, cracks his knuckles, and this deep gnome starts looking around.
And then all of a sudden, clonk! like the bear trap, just...
Yeah, so now you have 2 gem jars. Ooh. No, so he starts looking around the room. He's being very systematic. He's obviously done this before. And
Yeah.
he starts casing a joint, and eventually he comes to the sarcophagus in the middle.
The invisible one or the visible one?
The visible one. Not the chest.
Okay.
And he starts looking around it, and he says, Well, it looks like there was something on here that got discharged recently. There's some arcane runes. I don't know what that did. And he's like, well, I mean, it looks like it's liftable. I don't see anything that looks like an obvious trap on this thing.
Oh, good. I'll help
Checks
you
out.
out. I open the lid.
Of the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
All right, make me a strength check.
I have
boy.
to actually do a strength check. Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, I do another good. All my good rolls are for crap. That's like a 20-something, 21.
So he's like,
Do we roll initiative now? I played enough Skyrim.
yeah.
Yeah. I played enough Skyrim to know that this is like
push this lid off. You can see that there is a withered and mummified corpse in here, and it seems to be clutching a hilt of a sword.
Ooh.
And
I take this.
as this is being uncovered, the corpse, or more precisely, another phantasmal figure just kind of starts rising from the corpse's position. Unfortunately, eyes of the grave can't see because it's inside the coffin.
Yeah.
But yes, let's go ahead and roll initiative as this woman who seems to be ghostly and dressed in Netherese robes and looks strikingly similar to the figure that you saw at the entrance.
If only we could speak her language.
If only you could speak her language.
I out of curiosity, is she literally speaking Netherese?
Well, she has not said anything yet. So.
What? What do you want? I say in character during the prep.
pretty sure she wants to kill us.
For you to die.
Okay,
Yep, that's the one.
So what language did she say that in?
She actually did tell you that in your language.
Oh,
No.
I was. Okay.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Correct. All right. We can probably do this pretty quickly. It's going to go pretty quickly one way or the other.
Well,
Yeah,
I kind of was hoping to do something. I got really low initiative, so I'm kind of hoping she goes before me and hits me.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get your initiative, Mark.
10.
That's not too bad.
It's
Liam?
It's an
21.
8. Yeah. What's your best damaging spell
16.
right now? 16 for Tasman.
Oh,
Yeah.
16. I mean, we can roll in Jim Jar too.
Yeah, since he's here. I'm gonna Jim Jar, get back. Like I am actually saying that in character. Like, I don't want you in danger. Unless you
But
think
you
got
brought
this.
him here.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
want you in danger. Search for traps.
listen, there's a difference between out of combat utility and in combat danger. Come on.
Oh no.
What?
Well, I mean, you're going to get your wish.
She goes, what's her initiative?
13.
Okay. I am dead last.
No, I'm upset because I rolled a low number. She has a huge initiative.
What do you got, Guido?
I have a question.
Yes.
The sword attack that this thing was doing before, is it strength based?
No.
Yeah, I think it's just a spell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was just pure necrotic force. It wasn't really strength based.
Okay, then that won't work.
Oh my god, Cord.
What do they say?
Okay. So
All right. Liam
goes first, yeah.
Yeah, you jump into action. You see this ghostly figure rising. She does not look happy.
I was just
as
trying to
Mr.
help you,
Undead
you stupid
archmages
twit.
tend to be,
I say that out loud, by the way. I was just trying to help, you stupid twit. Getting angry, like actually upset here.
She has the murderous intent of the undead. But she does say back to you, and Mark, I'm just curious, what language are you speaking?
Elven. I figured Elven was the easiest
All right,
one.
she says back to you in Elven, old dialect, but back to you in Elven. And she says, I am so glad you're here. Your deaths will free me from this prison. I'll make it quick. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Does anyone else speak Elven in the party? I actually don't remember.
Nope.
I'm going to telepathically relay that. She's trying to kill us to get out. But she says she'll make it quick, guys. Kill her in a stupid... And like, even my telepathic voice is getting angry, right? Like, I'm getting pissed. But it's Liam's turn, so I can't do anything yet.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Okay. Do it.
That should penetrate anything too. And then it just has.
How good is it cutting vegetables?
14 to hit.
That has hit.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so on a hit, the target takes 1d10. 7.
God. I was
Okay.
about to say 1.
Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw.
That's me.
That's us.
That is Jimjar and Mark as well.
I've totally got that's like a 19. I'm sure I'm fine.
Jimjar got it in spades. And she's got to make it.
17.
He has made it.
Oh, bummer.
He has a 22.
I was gonna say, unless a 19, which is what I got, doesn't hit it. Like, what's the DC?
13.
All right, so it slashes at her, and you can see like the magic cut through her form, and she points at you and says, "You're an orc." She says in Orcish. There's an amateur spell for a hedge wizard.
Oh,
Wow. That's just mean.
I think I'm kind of glad I woke her up because she needs to die.
I'm already dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You need to stop then.
Stop being dead. That's what I'm trying to do.
We're working. We're gonna help you out.
I mean, we're on the same page. Just stop, and we'll be over soon.
Yeah.
All right. Jimjar is going to draw his short sword and attack her twice, and hit twice. So he does a bit of damage to her, although he's having the problem of non-magic weapons against this thing as well. So he slices into her, but then it's Taston's turn.
I'm going to use Path of the Grave.
Okay, how many times can you use that?
I will double check.
Well, he's checking that quick question. My proficiency bonus won't go up until level 5. Yes.
Right.
Okay, just making sure.
It's straight up tied to your character level.
Yeah.
I can. No, sorry, that's Eyes. I'm like Eyes of the Grave. Wrong one. Other grave. Path of the Grave. As an action, you can choose one creature you see within 30 feet of you, cursing until the end of your next turn. The next time you now I said it just says what the effect is. It doesn't say how many times I can use it.
Okay, because I think that's tied to your channel divinity.
It is. So is there a limit to how much channel divinity?
Yes, actually, technically, channel divinity is once per rest.
Okay, so that I cannot do that because I've already used it today, and we have not rested yet.
For short rest.
Take a nap real quick. Hang on.
We
We'll help you
don't
out in a
have
second.
that kind of stuff.
Give me an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us an hour. We'll let you out.
Okay.
If you'd like, you can make a religion check to see what you know about this particular type of undead as well.
Will that burn my action
No.
or do? Okay.
We'll burn 2 actions.
Perfect. 7 rounds later.
Guys, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
I'm sorry, it's a good ghost. 17. All right. So this, you can tell, is definitely a more powerful form of undead than the ones you.
Great.
This is what's known as a wraith. They have very, very much the same types of abilities as the things that you just fought.
Mm-hmm.
Literally drain your life away, except for a little more powerful than that. Massively resistant to basically anything that's not magic weapons or silvered weapons. These things are straight up immune to necrotic damage.
Well, that.
And basically all
that.
other forms of conditions and whatnot. Incorporeal sunlight sensitivity, although it doesn't really seem to really need to worry about that down here.
Yeah.
And it can also create more specters out of dead people around it, which is probably how the things upstairs happened.
All right.
I should have 9. No, I should have 12 more health than I do. I'm sorry. I didn't add my con modifier. And I didn't add the fact that I'm a dwarf. I'm just going to adjust.
Oh, when you were leveling?
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I was kind of tabulating up something from my next turn. I was like, wait a minute, I have 16 constitution.
Not to interrupt, but third, you said this thing was immune to necrotic damage. Would it also be immune to the secondary effects of my chill touch?
No.
Okay.
No, that even if they're immune, that specifically targets undead and will affect.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Target must succeed on a Dexterity saving throw, which probably sucks because her Dexterity is high. Otherwise, she takes 1d8 radiant damage.
I have rolled a 7.
Fair enough.
Just as a question, can either of you nerf her ability to do, say, Dex saves? Is that a thing?
Yeah, let me try and grapple her.
No. I mean, like a spell, like.
No.
Okay,
Not-
just
There
curious.
are some. I don't think they have
Not that kind of spellcaster.
Okay.
I was hoping my Ray of Enfeeblement would help, but nope.
So how much radiant damage do I take?
Radiant damage is 5.
5. All right. She takes all of that. Definitely not resistant to radiant damage. And she looks at you and says, "Ooh, what god do you serve again?" It's like just staring at your holy symbol.
Bahamut.
Yes, me soon. All right. All right, perfect. I get to go.
Hooray.
Yeah. So I'm like right in her face, and so
Yeah.
is my poor Jim Jar.
So she looks at both of you and which one would free me first? It will be Mark.
Thank God.
So,
I just suddenly realized I have 12 more health than I did.
so she pulls back her hand and she doesn't like manifest a sword or anything. She just tries to plunge her hand straight into your chest area.
Ooh.
Okay. Third date, maybe.
Back in Netherrealm, we called this second base. I have an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, it totally hits. My AC
Okay.
is not great. Hang on, let me get 17 more dice here.
No, I just don't have the right kind of dice. Don't worry.
God.
Good thing this one's not a crit, though.
Yeah, that's pretty much why the last one was so bad.
Yeah, that
Right.
pretty much, because like these are all dice based and no pluses.
Oh, geez.
All right, it's okay. It's kind of bad. All right, so that is 21 points of necrotic damage.
Ugh. So now I got to do a save, right?
Please make a Constitution saving throw. This one is
I
hard.
totally make that, unless it's like really low. That's going to be 19.
All right, you have passed. But you see the same effect as she just drains her life, and she seems to become more corporeal as that happens.
How much damage was that again, real quick?
It
21?
was 21. Yes.
Okay. So
that is her. Mark, it is your turn.
So, yeah,
soon,
that was-
dwarf. Soon.
I'm pissed, right?
I guess. Are you?
So we're going to go ahead and take a swing. And I go and just go for a swing at her. Oh, I was
Okay.
really hoping that would crit for like cinematic purposes. What AC am I
Use a
aiming
platy
for?
roll.
I could, but what AC am I aiming for? Just so I know.
A 13.
Okay, so that will hit, or I could go with a platy roll. Hey, Platy, she's gone. She hates me. I'm pissed. So I'm like, give me a second. I go roll up my sleeves. Yeah, Platy's not here. Okay, so I'll just take the hit. So
No, she's here.
wait, no, Platy's here. Roll a 20, and don't lie about it. You have to actually
Crit
roll
fishing.
20. Yeah, I'm crit fishing because this is a hit. But I would
If you say a
love
21, we'll know you're lying.
Yes, that's how we'll know. If you say like a 3, I'm screwed. You need to roll. So it was 13 AC.
Yes.
So I need an 11 or I think. Yep, an 11 or higher to hit. My stats are crap. I was just thinking that 17. Okay, whatever. It was worth. I was fishing for it. I was fishing. Okay, so the hit goes through. That's a D4 plus 2. There's my D4. There it is. That's gonna be 5.
Okay.
Does any of that go through?
It does. Some of it goes through.
Excellent. Oh, right. It doesn't work that way anymore. We already talked about that. And I'm just angry, right?
Mhm.
And so she needs to give me a dex save really quick.
Okay. This oh, poor little dwarf. Trying your hardest.
I would love it if she fails this.
I have I need to see what my dex bonus is. I have an 11.
Yes. Okay. So, sorry, I was really worried because the one and only reason that I was really debating not taking this is because they have to save, and if they save, nothing happens. It's just wasted. So you see a dwarf who has just done this massive punch, and there's just this raw anger, and for just a second, there's this green outline of flaming energy that surrounds him. And
so he is going to go Super Saiyan.
And he glares at the ghost, and these violently bright green beams of flame burst out of his eyes and burn through her.
Green flame.
Thank you. And she I was waiting for someone to do it.
Was that expected?
Now she failed her save, which means she takes 8 fire damage.
Okay.
I don't know if all the fire damage goes through, but I'm hoping it does.
It unfortunately does not.
God damn it. And then, because I still have 1 key left, which I'm going to burn, I'm going to take 2 more swings at her.
Okay.
That hits. That's just a hit. That's not a hit. That's 9. So 1 hit.
Okay.
For 6.
Okay. So you can tell she takes immediate attention once you start blasting I-beams at her. And she says to you in Elven.
I mean, I'm obviously a dwarf, but, whatever.
Yeah, no. But she says, Fairy magic, where did you learn this? All right.
From your ma is what I say out loud.
She bursts into tears and flees. You have turned undead.
Yes.
No.
It was super effective.
So you punch her. All 3 of you, and Mark, this voice sounds familiar to you. You hear another feminine voice telepathically talking to you in your head.
What?
And it says, and it sounds closer this time to you, Mark. And it says, in the sarcophagus, I can help you. All right.
We already tried that.
Liam.
Oh my God. What do you think, guys? Should we double down?
So I have 2 options here. I can either do the chill touch and prevent it from doing any healing. But we haven't really done any damage to it, which would justify it healing itself.
Hang on, I roll my heal skill. What's its health at?
Well, Liam could make an Arcana check because there's some things he can learn about the healing aspect. Is he kind of seeing something?
Unnatural 20.
Oh, okay. So when it did its life drain attack, when it went, you don't think it was like healing hit points or anything of that sort. It was more using it to bring itself back into the realm. So you suspect that preventing its healing would probably not do a whole lot.
Okay.
You don't really think that this thing has the ability to heal itself.
Okay. So I'm thinking Scorching Ray and use all 3 beams to target it.
We do know it does at least take a bit of fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
That's 17. 12. That's a 23.
Your target was a 13.
Okay. $17 points of fire damage.
That still sucks even when I'm resistant. Okay. So she takes it and gets blasted several times by it. And turns to you and says, "Oh, I see you took Magic 101 too. Good for you."
Can I see into the sarcophagus?
Yes. You see the corpse clutching The sword hilt that's dressed in Netherese robes or old decayed stuff. Basically a mummified corpse at this point.
Okay. What weapons are you proficient with, Tassin?
Sword, shield, and I'd have to look at the other one. I have 4 basically. So sword,
Okay.
shield.
Can I make a
quarterstaff.
recommendation?
Grab the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on my list to do, but again, didn't want to speak ahead of time. But yeah, when hearing like, "Hey, I can help," the only other thing in the sarcophagus is a sword. I'm like, well, let's give that a shot. It's probably cursed, but hey, I can take it.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Jim Jar stabs at her several more times, hits both, does a little bit of damage. He looks around worriedly, like, well, what? I'm glad you brought me in here, I guess. Tastin.
Okay.
Found the trap.
Yeah. I think she's a trap. So get the sword from the sarcophagus.
Okay. So you run over to the sarcophagus and you grab the hilt, and as you grab it, you realize that it's just a hilt. But as you grab it, stuff happens.
17 more specters spawn.
Yes, 17 more specters do spawn, and
We're making
let's
this
go to
happen.
hell.
Yeah.
No, as you grab this thing, you hear like much more strongly in your head, telepathic voice again, and it says, "I can help you, but you must accept my help. Do you wish to attune to this thing?"
Oh.
Good night, Cord. Thanks for hanging out while you could.
Cord. Oh, I'm glad I had myself muted for that. That made me laugh
All right,
loud.
and you know what? We'll resume next time.
No, wait, but he's got the sword. Okay, yeah, no, it is getting late. It is getting late.
That is.
Oh my god.
Actually, that's a good choice because that gives him time to think.
Yeah, you can spend 2 weeks thinking about if you want to attune to this cursed sword. That is just, oh my god. It's as long as it's not Lilikor, I think we're okay.
Yeah, but the larger issue is that I'm a cleric who's already attuned to a god. I don't think you get.
Look,
have the
no, it's
group
okay.
race.
No, it's okay. You just switch it around. Nobody cares.
It's
Switch
not
it
the same
around.
type of attunement. It's more like 5e allows you to attune to magic items, and you have a certain number you can attune to. So it doesn't replace
okay.
your deity or anything like that.
Well, I thought it'd be something like, if I attune to this, Kelvor's like, okay, well, apparently you don't understand how this cleric thing works, and so I'm taking all my stuff back.
You now are a level 3.
I'm going
No, it's
home.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not quite like that, but you have no idea what this thing does.
It's cursed.
What are the odds?
I would still do it. I would totally do it.
We shall see.
I'm crazy.
We shall see.
All right.
So think about what you want to do with that for next time.